All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to South Decatur High School. Jim Wall with Zach Little. Tonight, the Switz County Panthers travel to South Decatur to take on the Cougars. This is a sectional opponent for the Cougars. They come in with boasting a 4-2 record. South Decatur's 5-1. The only thing I do know is I look back, Zach, on Max Preps and about Switzerland County being 4-2. They have played Milan, which we play them next week, but Milan, I think it was like 42-7 or something. I mean, they beat them pretty good. And then they played Edinburgh. They beat Edinburgh. So the other 3 wins they've got have been 3 football teams from Kentucky. So I don't know. I guess just right across the river from them. I don't know nothing about those schools or anything. So tonight's going to be a real battle for them. I mean, this is a sectional opponent. This is somebody. And tonight they don't have Corbin Johnson's not going to be playing tonight due to him tweaking his ankle, I believe, towards the end of the game last week.
Yeah.
So so he won't be there. So it'll be a good test for him. But, like we talked about last week, like you and I both mentioned in last week's broadcast, I mean, Corbin did break a school record and do all that because we didn't know last week. For those of you who didn't know, Corbin set the school record for 375 yards. He had 4 rushing touchdowns. He's also, which I did look up and see on Max Prep when I was looking stuff with South Decatur, he's second in 1A and 4th in the state. So that's pretty big, pretty big accomplishments. Now it will hurt obviously his stats. You don't play one game, it will hurt. But again, and then adding into that, sometimes the most valuable players aren't the ones that are actually setting the records and doing the things like that. It's the guys up on the front line that's blocking and even outside when you're making the runs, the outside cuts the outside. They're the guys blocking and doing things like that. That's where it really is too. I mean, let's face it, it really almost is the whole thing because if you don't have blockers, you ain't going nowhere. So that's a good feat for them. For him and this whole team, and it goes in effect with the whole team. It's not just one player, but the whole team. And every one of these guys have played their hearts out. And I know some of them have played through injuries. And we saw Amrine last week; he tweaked his knee, and Amrine, he did play a little bit last week, and it didn't seem like himself. I wonder if his knee was bothering him a little bit, but he did do well. So
yeah, and I did get the chance to talk to Corbin today at school. I saw him and I stopped him in the hallway and I was like, hey. I was like, did you listen to the broadcast last week? And he said, yeah, I always listen to him. I go back and listen to him every night after the game. And he was like, I went to the doctor and the doctor told me not to play on it because if I do, I could risk further injury to my leg. And I said, that's
like any player, Zach, whether it's Corbin or any of the players, because he's a junior. Yeah. You don't, next week they got a big game against Milan, and that's where it's like, with those type of injuries, you could really, it might, if he sits out a game, it might be okay. Even with Amrine, any of them, if you might have to sit out a game, but that's because you need to be ready for whatever comes, and sectional too. So,
and I think he told me it was an ankle sprain, so obviously he didn't want to risk anything there. So I just told him, hey man, just take it easy, get back into it when you can get back into it. Like Ian, he was fine, but obviously there were a couple times last week where he came up a little gimpy.
Yeah. And that's where I think, and we've talked about it, I think, almost every game, and that's what you do. Obviously, with all of us, you don't want the penalties, and you don't want this thing because it can hurt any play and hurt anything. And we see that and that goes with any sport, really. But the momentum can change, and it could just off stuff. And man, for me, I get it. You get into the game, and you're not. You know what I mean? You're so focused on playing and your adrenaline rush, and you know that. You played football. And that's how it is. I mean, that's the thing about football. Football is a barbaric sport. I mean, let's face it. Yes. And there's no way around that. But that's what makes it exciting, makes it fun, makes it good. But I think tonight we're just going to have to play hard. And you had Tyler Bishop did some running last week.
Yep.
And that's somebody that they're probably going to rely on a lot tonight. And it'd be interesting to see if they rely a lot on Alex Meyer and Colby Rathburn for your receivers.
Yep.
And McMurray throws it a little more. I guess we're going to have to see how that goes.
I wouldn't be surprised either if early Coach Martin decides to throw in Jaden Jackson-Ray.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Him, yeah. Does JP run a lot?
Not really.
Not really. He's more defense, stuff like that. So they're getting ready to do the national anthem. We're going to take a real quick break. Again, Jim Wall with Zach Luddle here at South Decatur High School. Tonight's senior night. At halftime, we're going to have Seth Gall come on, tell us a little bit about what's going on with volleyball and just different things around the school here. I do know he mentioned that next week is sectional draw for volleyball, and then the following week is football. So he'll be on at halftime, talk a little bit about that, and fill us in and everybody at home. So we're going to take a real quick break, and we'll be right back right after this.
Make this the summer event with a new 2023 Jeep or new 2023 Ram truck from Acre Automotive. Right now, choose from a big selection of new 2023 Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, Gladiators, or Wagoneers. Or if you're thinking truck, Acres have a nice selection of new 2023 Ram half-ton, 3/4 ton, and 1-ton trucks. See Kevin Milburn, Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
All right, back here at South Decatur High School where we just got done with the national anthem. Going to get ready to do the coin toss here, and no, it's not.
Right now would be cool when you want to hear like Crazy Train come on.
Yeah,
the beginning of it.
Yeah,
that would be cool. This is going to be good. This will be a good game. This will be a good test for South. This is what they're going to, because it's going to give them a good idea of, last week's game. Not to take away from it, because Cloverdale is definitely a tough team. But, it's going to be a good test because your sectional competition. So It's going to be a good time for them to really see and push and see what they can do.
Yeah, it like we talked about earlier, it's hard to gauge how this Switzerland County team is. Obviously, most of their season they played those Kentucky guys down there. And, every state's different. Every state's got different style of football, different physicality to it. Yep. So,
and the thing is I'm not saying they don't, because every town, everybody, they got some big boys anywhere you go to play football, I'm sure. But, in high school, it's rare unless you go to a big school to really see some big kids. I think one of Jacoby Shook is probably, as far as pretty decent-sized kid, since that we've had here. So I think it's a lot of mentality too. It's a mental game, man. Like anything else, because you got to mentally stay in the game and focus and push. South last weekend it was 13-7 going into halftime. They were down and come back and held them in and scored nothing in the second half. So, it's just it's a mental game that you got to just stay focused and do what you do. And play what the coaches have out your plays that and that you do, and that's what you got to do. So I think that tonight will be a good test for the Cougars, and I don't see any reason why they shouldn't win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They got as much chance to win this as anybody else. And
for those of you that don't know, really the two common opponents they have is Milan and Edinburgh, and really the only way that we can really gauge the way this game will go is looking at the Edinburgh game that they played them. And, obviously the way that South Decatur played that game was quite unreal, but it's just going to be hard to know until that first kickoff happens how the game's going to go.
Right, and that's something they're just going to have to really, stay focused on and do, because every game is a different game and every opponent is a different opponent. On film or on paper they might look the same, but it could be something just a little bit different, Zach, that, can do that. So
it looks like maybe the Switzerland County might have deferred to the second half. They
did, I believe so. So South's going to buy, and this is where you got to put the points up now. You got to do what you do.
Yep.
Ethan McClellan. Back deep for your Cougars, number 6. Owen Ariola, number 30.
And that's the thing too, where you had with Corbin Johnson, you play both sides of the ball. So where you're going to have to, these other guys are going to step up, and which is good too, because it's going to give them an opportunity. Some of the underclassmen give them an opportunity to play and to do that. So. All right, Zach, you can take her away, man. We're ready to play some football.
All right, here we go. Beautiful Friday night here in southeastern Indiana, and we are underway. And the kick is caught by Kobe Rathburn, and Kobe Rathburn's got a hole, and he's going to fight.
Number 30, Kobe
and he's brought down at about the 41, 42-yard line. So,
yeah, and why don't you go over real quick? Let's name it for everybody at home who our seniors are tonight that they recognize.
Yes. So our seniors here tonight, number 1, Gavin Maurer. He's usually on the defense here, on the defensive side. Jalen McMurray, number 5, the quarterback here. Owen Ariola, he's kind of a wing back linebacker. And then we got Tyler Bishop, plays fullback and defensive line. Alex Myers plays tight end and safety. Kobe Rathburn, wide receiver and linebacker here. And
number 11, Tyler Bishop, the ball
we got
carrier.
one more, McKinley Shook.
Tackle made by number 44,
he is
Ethan
the kicker,
Weaver.
the kid that had 2 touchbacks last week.
Yeah, which is a rarity in in high school football, and that's good. And like we were talking before the game, it's almost like with some of the times with that, you get that feel when you do that, and you're like, he would remember, and I'm sure it's not the last time we're going to see it.
So actually, I missed two down here. Wesley Hildebrand, 75. He's been hurt all year.
Number 6,
he's a offensive lineman and defensive lineman, and then you got Isaac Gasper, number 80, plays tight end and linebacker here for the Cougars, sometimes defensive end. So.
And the first couple plays, thanks, Zach. The first couple plays we saw there, the first play was a handoff to Tyler Bishop. He gained maybe a yard. And the second handoff was to Ariola, and he didn't get anywhere, just back to line of scrimmage. So it's 3rd and 8.
McMurray going to take the snap here from the gun with Ariola to his left side, and it's a pass. And he's got Kobe Rathburn there for the – Kobe Rathburn going to get the opening score here for the Cougars on senior night. Senior to senior on that play.
Number 5, Jalen McMurray.
And we talked about that before the game. Before we were even on air, we said, we wondered how much with Corbin Johnson not playing it would affect with the run. The other guys do run, but they might have to go to a pass game, and we'll see how that goes. And we just seen it right there from one senior to another. And that's what you need.
Yeah.
Your first plays, and by your 3rd down, you put up the points. So we got McKinley Shook out here now to kick the extra point and hopefully put us up by 7 with less than a minute 30 off the clock. That's good.
And the kick is up, and no good. Blocked.
But the kid who blocked it's holding his arm running off the field. That was a bullet. So that's all right. It's 6-0. They jumped out in that. Cougars are up. So we are going to take a real quick break, and we'll be right back.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
All right, welcome back to South Decatur High School, where the Cougars jumped out to a 6-0 lead on a touchdown pass for probably, I'd say, 58 yards maybe. Something like that.
Yep.
From Jalen McMurray to Colby Rathburn, our first quarter sponsor tonight's H&R Block. I'd like to thank them for sponsoring tonight. Kinley shook back to kick the ball off for the Cougars. And the kick is up. Not quite to the end zone, but a good kick, almost a 6-yard line. Running to the outside, and he might almost run it back.
Number 13, Matthew Young.
It looked like, that was McKinley with the touchdown-saving tackle there.
Tackle made by number 32.
So,
McKinley shook.
which he's quick and can do it, but that's not what you want after what you just had.
Right.
Our sponsors tonight are Gillenhoff Funeral Home, Acre Automotive Group, Buy Right Auto, Decatur County Recycling, Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Walters Tire, Hamilton Tebby Law Office. Our cheer block sponsor is Rush Hubler, Ford, Levenstein's Abbey Carpet, Fleetwood Chevrolet, and Fry's A&W. Again, that was a return by, look at my paper here, sorry, flip it over. Number 13, Matthew Young, a sophomore for Switzerland County, and he returned it roughly about 50 yards.
Yeah.
So we'll see what Switzerland County comes out with now, and if they can come have something up their sleeve to take the lead or tie the ball game.
So Pacers here going to go from under the gun, hand it off to their fullback, and he's stopped after maybe about a yard there. First one to make that tackle there was Layden Ponsler, another young, shining player here for this very veteran-heavy Cougar defense.
We're a good crowd here tonight too, Zach.
Yeah,
it's nice for the last home game of the season.
Mm-hmm. So Lancers going to go from, or not Lancers, the Pacers here, going to go from under the gun, or under center here, and Toby Bishop, number 73, going to get back there for the sack.
And a big loss on the play for the Pacers.
And this is what they need to do. The defense, I mean, obviously, like we said, man, they're coming out good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Toby Bishop, which last year he was,
third down and 16.
wasn't it sacks I think he had last year?
He was like top 10 in the state in sacks.
The state in sacks. So, I mean, and sacks, I'm sorry, I said stacks. Sacks, but that's good, seeing him fight through and do it. So the big guys up there on that front line, man, they're pushing through and bringing them down, and that's good. That's good for the Cougars in defense. That's what they need to do, is hold them here, get the ball back, and let's score another touchdown.
The Pacers here got 1 second to get it off, and looked like we got a timeout maybe?
Timeout. Call it right there.
Timeout.
So with 9:04 left in the first quarter, the score is your Cougars 6, Switzerland County Pacers 0. Timeout called by the Pacers. We'll be right back after this.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's used car superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore.
All right, back here at South Decatur, and the Pacers here going to take the snap from the gun, and the quarterback's going to pass over to his far side. And he's got a receiver that just got waylaid there by Alex Myers, and it looks like Gavin Maurer.
Wow. And that's good. Like we said, it's going to get some of these guys more playing time, and that was a big stop.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're going to have to punt the ball away because it's 4th and 13. So the Pacers are going to have to punt the ball away. So we'll just South's got to they got to keep this momentum going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Almost had 12 men on the field. Six to nothing. South Decatur up. Pacers back to punt the ball. Almost blocked. But then it goes out about, looks like about the 21 yard line. So the Cougars take over in the Pacers 21.
Yep.
And we'll see. I mean, listen, I'm excited. This is good. They come out. And we'll see how the defense is going to do and how it, what they're going to, or I mean, we saw what our defense is doing and what they did. And we're going to see what our offense, we can keep us going. So you still run the ball and pass the ball, man. And I don't know, did you notice on that, Colby slowed up a little bit on that pass, but then he realized it was going to be over his head, and he sped up and was right there. And that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you do as a wide receiver.
So it looks like we were right. Jaden Jackson Ray is in the game and at running back here.
Good.
So putting some confidence boost here in the freshman, and he's going to get the handoff.
They read that one.
And he's got dropped behind the line for about 3.
On the carry, met quickly in the backfield by the front line of the Pacers. Looks like about a 3-yard loss on the play. Brings up second down and 13.
So second and 13 here, and gonna see maybe about a pass play here. I don't know. So Cougars coming to the line. Jalen McMurray from the gun with Jaden Jackson Ray beside him. And it's going to be a pass here, pass to Alex Myers. And Alex Myers makes the catch. The sliding catch here on the close sideline.
Alex Myers.
And that was a great catch. Got his hands on the ground.
Did he catch it?
Yeah, he caught it.
We were at it. I didn't know if he did.
He got his hands on the ground and just kind of
good for a South Decatur first down.
Just kind of rolled his arms up, and the ball just landed in there.
13 got 13, and it's first and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line.
So first and 10 here from the 43, and McMurray going to go from the gun here, and it's a handoff to Jaden Jackson Ray.
Go.
Jaden Jackson Ray is going to pick up a first down there.
That's a good run. That's good, solid.
First down marker.
He's just a little fellow, though, man.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, he's just a freshman.
Yeah, but he's really strong for a freshman. He really is.
First and 10, Cougars.
Of course, we're up here, too, in the booth, so a lot of them look smaller than they are when you stand next to them, Zach. So this is good, man.
So first and 10 here from the 48. And McMurray here going to go with the handoff to Owen Ariola, and Owen Ariola just gets stuffed behind the line.
On the carry.
So it looks like the Pacers here are doing their scouting report on the run, but I thought they probably thought they were expecting Corbin to play.
Loss of a couple yards on the play.
So
and if you prep for that and he don't play, like unfortunately he's not able to tonight. You know what I'm saying? That they're ready to go for whatever South tries to bring up the middle to them.
Yeah. So Cougars gotta hurry here. 10 seconds to get a play off. And they do get it off, and it's a fumble. McMurray just tried to pitch it in there to Ariola, and Ariola just lost it.
But a big loss on that
But
play.
they do recover it, so
all the way to the 42.
so it's going to be third down from the 42.
Third down and 16.
Third and
for your
16. So maybe we'll see if they can do like they did the last third down play and pick up those 16 yards. McMurray going to go from the gun here with Bishop beside him, and it's a pass. And he's got Alex Myers deep down the field, and Alex Myers makes an amazing catch.
Going up top to number 24.
I mean, he had a pacer riding his hip the whole time, and he gets his arms extended, goes up there and gets the catch.
And I think a lot of it, man, you know, it's the last home game, dude. The last time you're going to play on this field, the last time, so you make everything count. So you put it all, you're all into it, you know?
Absolutely.
That was great, man. And we talked about that again at the beginning of before we came on the air, that we wondered how it had to be, and we've seen it, them throw the ball a lot more tonight.
Yeah.
But it's been working. You know, Alex is catching. They're getting in, and Colby catching. I mean, it's what you need, man.
So, looks like we got a timeout here. So, Coach Martin wants to take a timeout here and talk it over with the offense here. And your score still 6-0 South Decatur, 4:30 to go in the first quarter. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be back.
Decatur County Recycling. Do you have a question about recycling?
How do I dispose of sharps? Can glass and plastic bottles be recycled? How do I dispose of tires and household hazardous waste? Is there somewhere I can take my recyclables? Those are questions for Decatur County Recycling. You can find more online at www.decaturcountysolidwaste.com. Decatur County Recycling, assisting the community in reducing the amount of material taken to the landfill.
Walters Tire services all of southeastern Indiana. And right now, through September 30th, you can get $200 back in rebate savings on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear or Kelly tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg.
All right, back here at South Decatur High School, first quarter. Cougars still up on the scoreboard, 6-0 with 4:30 to go here. And they're knocking on the door of the red zone here on about the 25, 1st and 10. After Alex Myers makes an amazing catch down the far sideline. And McMurray going to hand off here to Jaden Jackson Ray. And Jaden Jackson Ray is going to have a great run there.
Jackson Ray on the carry.
That's a first down.
For the freshman. Tackle made by
you know what I've noticed this year, Jim?
What's that, Bo?
These underclassmen don't play like they're underclassmen. They play like they've been here for 5-6 years.
And what's so positive and good about that is that just shows what you're going to have in the years to come, and that's good.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you don't see many freshmen that'll just come in and want carries and get that many yards on that carry.
Right. And they've, I mean, done well. I mean, he's done well.
Yeah. So McMurray going to go from under center here, and it's a handoff to Tyler Bishop, and Tyler Bishop is going to almost
Number 11,
get in there.
Tyler Bishop on the carry. Stopped short of the goal line.
Tried to lunge forward there at the end, but just
big run for your
short
Cougars.
of the goal line.
Goal from inside the 1.
So 2nd and goal from about the half-yard line. And you got to think maybe they go maybe just another fullback dive here.
Right. I mean, you're so close. It's really even less than a yard.
Or maybe Jalen just keeps it and Tyler pushes him. Jalen going to get the handoff,
No,
and
he dropped it.
But he dropped it.
Ball fumbled on the field.
I think Jalen just got a little too antsy there. He wanted to
recovered by the Cougars.
Want to do a quarterback sneak, but
and it's 3rd down
just lost
and goal
it.
from inside the 1.
So 3rd and goal here from about the half-yard line. And we're going to see maybe do a little play action, go for a pass, because most teams won't really think about that on the half-yard line.
No, and I don't know. We'll see. The way they're lining up, it don't look like it, but we'll see how it goes.
Murray from under there, and they tricked me out there too. I thought Tyler had it, and he got in.
Number 31, Jaden Jackson Ray on the carry.
But Jaden Jackson Ray carried it.
4th down. Pacers hold on
4th down.
4th down and goal.
Of course you go for it. I mean,
yeah. And if you don't get it, then they're on the half-yard line, and they got to go 99 yards down the field.
Yeah.
So we're going to see what Coach Martin and this coaching staff has drawn up here on 4th and goal. We're going to go from the gun here this time. And a handoff here to Owen Ariola. And Owen Ariola gets in on 4th and goal. And that is a touchdown.
Owen Ariola finishing the drive.
So now your score, the Cougars 12 and the Pacers nothing. And it looks like the Cougars are going to go for 2. So Coach Martin wants to be up 14 instead of 12 or 13.
And you know that's smart to do. That's what you want to do right now.
Yeah.
Try to get that point back. And that's nothing with McKinley or anything that he did wrong. It's just you want to try to get that extra point if you can.
Absolutely. So McMurray going to hand it off here to Owen Ariola. He gets in, but there's a flag. Looked like Owen might have went a little early in the backfield.
And it will go against the Cougars. That will negate the 2-point conversion.
I mean, right? I don't know. What do you do here, Zach?
I don't know.
Illegal shift is the call.
Illegal shift.
They'll back that up 5 yards.
So backed up 5 yards.
Play the point after.
And I wonder if Coach Martin here wants to go for a 2 again. And it looks like he does. I don't see McKinley over here running onto the field, so.
I wonder what they got up their sleeve because McMurray's on the sideline.
I don't know.
We're going to try maybe. Now Mary comes.
Yep, we're going to kick it.
So hopefully we can get it in here. I think last time it was low.
Yeah.
And that's why it got blocked. It was just a low snap.
Kick is up, and
that should be good.
It is good. So now the Cougars lead 13-0 here in the first quarter. 1 minute 47 to go here, and we're going to take a real quick break, and we will be back.
Make this the summer event with a new 2023 Jeep or new 2023 Ram truck from Acre Automotive. Right now, choose from a big selection of new 2023 Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, Gladiators, or Wagoneers. Or if you're thinking truck, Acres have a nice selection of new 2023 Ram half-ton, 3/4-ton, and 1-ton trucks. See Kevin Milburn, Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gil and Hal.
All right. Back here at South Decatur High School, Cougars lead 13-0, 1:47 to go in the first quarter, and McKinley Shook going to kick it here for the Cougars, and it's up. And McKinley got a good kick there, and the Pacers got another good return here, and he's finally pushed out at about midfield.
By Shook, I believe.
And another big return for the Pacers.
So it looks like
out close to midfield.
As far as we can see right now, it looks like the Achilles heel for the Cougars so far tonight has been special teams.
I do want to say that's one thing I saw on there.
Yeah.
On Max Preps was that's what this kid is known for is his returns.
Okay.
That was one thing that really stood out looking over their stats was his return yards and what he averages. So he's really running his average, Zach, of what it is. I mean, obviously you want to stop it, but
that's impressive. I mean, if you can run 45 yards on a kickoff, being in high school, that's impressive.
That's twice now he's done it. So.
Yeah. So Pacers 1st and 10 here from midfield. Going to go from under center here. It's a pitch here to one of the backs, and he's got a little bit of green grass here, and he's tackled but pushed forward for about 4.
Tackle made by number 1, Gavin Maurer for your Cougars.
So
4 yards
it's going to be 2nd and 6 from the 46. And now it looks like Ian Amrine's in the game here. Another big kid to eat up some blocks here on the runs. Pacer's going to go from under center here. Got a motion and hand. Quarterback going to keep it. And he's almost brought down in the backfield. But Gavin Maurer gets him, but it's still not enough. He gets the first down, so Cougars defense there just couldn't stop him. Bring up third down, but it's 1st and 10 here. About 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. So we're going to see maybe if the Cougars can get a stop here before that horn blows for the end of the quarter.
They need to stop. You know what I mean? It's just 10 yards down the field. It adds up on your downs like that. They need just a really good stop like they had last drive.
Yep. Pacer's going to go from under center, hand to the running back on the option.
Oh, my.
Pitch there.
Who is that?
27, Peyton Richards.
Rathburn wrapped, literally at his ankles.
Tackle made by number 30, Colby Rathburn.
Holding against them.
Call against the Pacers.
That'll help out. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 12.5 to go here in the first quarter, so.
The Pacers have the football 1st and 10.
So hopefully, no letdowns on the
first down
on the secondary here, because I'd assume that they're going to try to take a shot to the end zone here. Pacers going to hand it off here and brought down.
Number 13, Matthew Young, the ball
and that's
hit immediately.
Going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. South Decatur leads 13-0 on the scoreboard. And I'm going to take this time right now before the second quarter gets going to thank our second quarter sponsor, Decatur County Memorial Hospital. Sports medicine care you can trust close by. And then we'll go over our other sponsors here real quick while we have the time. Gillenhouse Funeral Home, Acre Automotive Group, Buy Right Auto, Decatur County Recycling, Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Walters Tire, Hamilton Tebby Law Office. Our chair block sponsors here, Russ Hubler Ford, Levenstein's Abbey Carpet, Fleetwood Chevrolet, and Fry's A&W. Thank you, everybody, for all the sponsors. We really appreciate it.
South needs to have a stop here, Zach. They need to, whatever works to keep them, especially from scoring. Offensively, they've done well.
Yeah.
In the first quarter, getting the ball down the floor. I'm already thinking basketball down the field. And those of you maybe just joining us, scores 13-0, just beginning to start the second quarter. Corbin Johnson is not playing tonight, tweaked his ankle, but everybody else on this team has stepped up and proven just like they did last week. It's like it's just the same team.
Yeah. So Pacers going to start the quarter here on 2nd and 15, and it's a pass to the far side. And the receiver there just pushed out after maybe getting back to the original line of scrimmage. So we're going to see he got past the original line of scrimmage, so about 3rd and 9.
3rd down and 8.
3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. So hopefully the Cougars are looking for a stop. And the Pacers here are going to go from the gun. And quarterback's going to drop back to pass. He gets, I think that pressure right there by Layden Ponsler scared him, so he threw that pass away. And I happened to look over there by the cheer block, Jim, and I saw the resource officer. He had a sign that said, "Cheer or go to jail."
I saw that. They got pretty loud down there for sure.
It did. So 4th and 8 for the Pacers, and it looks like they're going to go for it here. And they're going to go from the gun, one back to the left of the quarterback. He's going to drop back to pass. And he's going to keep it. And he's going to pick up the first down. But that was a hard hit by Kobe Rathburn that just sent them both in the air.
Knocked out of bounds by number 80, Isaac
Gasper there. So, I mean, you know, if you're the Cougars, you were hoping to get that stop, but, you know, just like I've said the last couple weeks, you want to bend but don't break.
Yep. It'll be 4th and 8.
We got an official's timeout on the field.
So it looks like looks like they might measure.
Very long walk for the chains.
We're going to see here. Waiting to see what the call is here, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. So the Cougars going to take over 1st and 10.
Couple lengths of the chain, and the Cougars are safe. 1st and 10, South Decatur. Ball on the 38-yard line.
So 1st and 10, Cougars going to take over from the 38. And, you know, I said it. You were like, man, I hope they get that stop, and they sure did. So now we're going to see what Coach Martin and this coaching staff have drawn up here for this possession here for the Cougars. It looks like Tyler Bishop going to be in the backfield next to Jalen McMurray from the gun. It's going to be a handoff here to Tyler.
Oh,
and Tyler's got a hole, and he's brought down, and there's a late flag on the field, so we're going to see what this call is.
I think it's a face mask.
Number 27, Peyton Richards. Number 17, Keith Mosley.
That was a pretty good run. I mean, he was dragging one of the Pacers players on his leg and was still going.
Face mask.
Face mask is the call against the Pacers. The carry by Bishop.
That was a good run.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, he had a couple guys wrapped him up, and he still was going. I mean, he picked up 15 yards on that, so.
And that's the thing that a lot of people don't know. Even from these small schools, like, you get kids that are just,
1st and 10, Cougars.
they're naturally strong.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And they proved it with their physicality of their play, too.
McMurray going to hand it off here again to Tyler Bishop, and Tyler Bishop's going to fight for yards, and he lost the ball.
Ball comes loose.
And it's
Pacers force the
recovered by the Pacers.
And they recover the fumble. Number 27, Peyton Richards.
It's going to be a turnover there for the Cougars.
The Pacers are back in business, this time in their territory. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 44-yard line.
So you see Jalen there picking up Tyler and saying, hey, man, next play, you got it. Just stop him on defense right here. And that's what you got to do as a quarterback, and they call you the leader of the team, basically.
Well, and I mean, when you have an unfortunate situation like that where you fumble the ball and you get to play defense, like they get to, you come back out and get the ball back. You know, that's all you can do.
So Pacers are going to go from under center here. It's going to be an end around on the close end here, and the running back there is going to pick up the first down and more. So
Maurer's the one that brought him down.
For the Pacers, ball on the Cougar 36-yard line.
And so far, I mean, we can see it. I mean, this Switzerland County team, I mean, 4-2. I mean, their record doesn't show, but they are playing really physical.
Yeah.
And aggressive.
Yep.
So Pacers going to go from under center. Handoff here to the running back, and he's brought down by Ian Amrine and Toby Bishop and Gavin Maurer.
Tackled on the play by number 70.
Those are three guys you don't really want to run into.
No.
Because you're not going to get back around them.
Yeah. Brings up 2nd down and 11.
So 2nd and 11 here from the 37. And the Cougars are up here. If you're just tuning in, the Cougars are up here in the second quarter, 13-0, with about 9:40 to go here before halftime. So, and the Switzerland County Pacers are moving down the field. And they're going to drop back to pass. And he's got a man wide open on the far sideline. And he didn't get far after he caught that ball, maybe about a yard.
Pass is thrown complete to number 13, Matthew Young. Brings up third down and 7.
3rd and 7 here for the Pacers. And they're going to go from the gun once again. And quarterback's going to drop back to pass once again. And he's going to try to scramble. He's got a guy wide open. And he's brought down after the chains and some more.
Again to number 13, Matthew Young. Young taken out of bounds.
So it looks like the Pacers are figuring out what to do to kind of stifle this Cougars defense a little bit.
Well, they're going to have to do something, but on that play, I mean, they faked the one side. It's not really that, they really did anything wrong. It just was play was read wrong a little bit.
So Pacers 1st and 10 here from the 15. Quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield by Tyler Bishop. And they're going to get Tyler.
Let's call it 2 flags.
2 flags here. And
on those plays like that, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I mean, whatever, but when you're pushing them to the sideline like that, you already know you're going to go out of bounds. Once you get sideline, let up. Because now you would have taken them out for a loss, and now, unfortunately, you're going to give them, however many, 15 yards. So there's just plays like that you got to, think them through.
15-yard penalty.
So that's going to put the Pacers here and
it'll be first and 10 from the 11-yard line.
First and 10 from the 11. I thought they would maybe go first and goal, but they're going to go from under center here, one back, and they're going to motion a wing here, and it's going to be an end around, and the Pacers are going to score.
Touchdown, Pacers.
That was number 13, Matthew Young,
11 yards for the touchdown.
On that 11-yard touchdown run. So that's going to make the score now. It's going to make the score now 13-6. And the Pacers looking to add on another one. So, just it's not what you want, but now you get the ball back, and now you gotta play your game. And the kick is up and good. So the score now, 13-7. The Cougars with 8:28 to go here in the first half. And we're gonna take a quick break, and we will be back.
With Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's used car superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore.
All right, back here at South Decatur High School, where the Cougars lead 13-7 in the second quarter, and they're Owen Ariola going to receive the kick here for the Cougars, and he's got a hole, and he's brought down
number 6, Owen Ariola,
at about the 30.
Tackled on the play by number 11, Naz Leland.
About the 33-yard line.
And the Cougars have the
so
football.
now let's see what the Cougars do here. I mean, last offensive series, you had a fumble after you were going good, and now maybe you got to think in the back of their head, we're thinking maybe a little more ball security.
Yeah, I mean, and any factor can come into that when a fumble happens, whether it's you lost the grip of the ball or you turned a certain way, and you just got to let that play go and come back out and keep doing what you were doing in the first quarter because it was working.
Yeah. So McMurray going to go from the gun with Ariola beside him, and he's going to pass here to Alex Myers, and Alex Myers loses the ball, and the Pacers are going to take over here after a fumble.
Hunter Smith, and recovered by the Pacers number 4.
So back-to-back offensive possessions here for the Cougars, and they're pretty short, and it ends with fumbles on both possessions.
Yeah, they got to keep their heads in the game, man.
Yeah.
You're still leading.
Yeah, you just got to bear down on defense. Don't let them score again.
You got to hold them. You're still not. I mean, it's 13-7. You're still not. Out of this contest, man, by far. You just got to get your head in the game and go.
It's going to be an end around here for the Pacers, and
number 13
Matthew Young going to be tackled by Tyler Bishop after about 6. So 2nd and 4 here for the Pacers. And, that these boys, I can't tell if they're really getting tired yet or what.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a pitch here to the running back, and Owen Ariola,
he read that.
Going to have a big hit in the backfield.
Pushing the Pacers back now close to the 45. It'll be 3rd down and 13 from the 44.
3rd and 13 here from the 44. And maybe you think pass here, because it looks like every time on 3rd down they've looked to pass. So Pacers going to go from the gun, and the quarterback is going to drop back to pass, and he's got his receiver over on the far sideline. He's taken out of bounds by Colby Rathburn, one of the seniors.
For a very short gain. Call it a gain.
So
he read that play really well.
He did.
He was right there on it, just like Ariola did on the play before that. And that's what they got to do, is figure out how to do what they can do to make the right plays and decision calling.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all they can do, because if they don't, then they'll get around them, or just get that outside pass. You know what I'm saying, on the corner or whatever, when they're just trying to go up one and get that outside pass, and then they can break away, because he had all green past that. So it was a good read by Rathburn.
Yep. So the Pacers going to punt here to try to put the Cougars back in their own goal line, and it's a great bounce, and it's going to be downed at about
has no return, and the Cougars will
about the 10-yard line, or the 11.
10 South Decatur from the 11-yard line.
So now you got your backs against the wall here.
And I mean, you're going to have to really make some plays. And you don't want to get caught going back into the end zone.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to have to pass the ball and make some quick passes and get up through there like that. Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to, just to get away from the end zone a little bit.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 from the 11 here for the Cougars. McMurray going to go from the gun. Handoff here to Jaden Jackson-Ray, and he's got a hole, and he falls forward
the ball carrier.
for about maybe,
Tackle made by number 55.
looks like about 3.
Darian Graham for the Pacers. Gain of 2.
Or gain of 2, so 2nd and 8 from the 13. And looks like going to go from the gun once again with Jaden Jackson-Ray to the left of McMurray. McMurray gets a snap, fakes it there to
Oh, good play.
fakes it to Jaden Jackson Ray, and Owen
Number
Ariola
6, Owen Ariola, the ball
fights
carrier.
forward for the first down. So
That was a good draw play. I mean,
Yeah.
a draw by the coaching staff because they really faked them out. And the momentum all shifted towards this side of the field because they thought, like you said, that JJ had it, but then then it was already, the opposite side of the field to Ariola. He was gone. I
Yeah.
mean, that's how he was able to pick up 8, 9, 10 yards. So
now looks like the Cougars got a little momentum here, and we're going to go from the gun with Jaden Jackson Ray to the right of Jalen this time, and going to hand it off here again to Owen Ariola.
Number 6,
And Owen Ariola picks up another first down.
Tackle made by number 17, Keaton Mosley. That carry
So
going
now-
for a South Decatur first down. First and 10, Cougars. Ball on the 36-yard line.
So maybe after run, you think maybe we might see a pass here.
right, and I mean, well, hopefully you do. I think they need to do something to do that.
So McMurray going to go from the gun here. It's a fake to Jaden Jackson Ray,
Number
but
6,
Owen Ariola
again
does
on
end
the
up
carry.
getting the carry, but he gets
Tackled
about
on
a
the play
yard.
by 44, Ethan Weaver.
So
A gain of 2 on the play brings
gain
up
of 2 there, so
second
second and
for your
8.
Cougars.
They're going to have to come up with something.
Yeah.
I mean, you ran the ball all the way from the 10-yard line down the end zone to down to here. I mean, your passing worked earlier.
Yep.
I mean, they need to try to do something to get the ball moving. I mean, it is 2nd and 8, but there we go. Oh, he fell down.
Murray dropping a pass. And he's got Owen Ariola down here, and he's taken down after he makes that catch.
Number 6, Owen Ariola.
But what I want to know is how that's not a roughing the passer on the penalty. They already threw one there before it happened, but where's the roughing the passer penalty at? I mean, a late hit. I mean, it was clearly on McMurray.
Holding is the call against the Cougars.
So holding there.
Negates the big play by your Cougars, and it will back it up 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
So that one, and you can't take that catch away from Owen Ariola. He came back to the ball and caught it.
That's frustrating, man, for him.
And the Cougars are backed up here to the 27 now.
That's what we were talking about, and unfortunately with that, that's what happens. I mean, on a penalty like that, it brings it back. So
So 2nd and 19. And Cougars going to go from the gun here. McMurray going to drop back the pass.
good
And he's got, he had Alex Myers down the far sideline.
Number 24, Alex Myers.
And
Pass
he just
incomplete.
overthrew him.
Defended on the play by number 13, Matthew Young.
And that was a great shot down the field.
throw. Yeah.
He just had too much
Well,
juice on it.
he was, and the corner had him beat. He was in front of him the whole running, which is what you do as a corner. You get in that position. So throwing some shirts out.
So, if you're just tuned in here, South Decatur up on the scoreboard here against Switzerland County, 13-7. We're here in the second quarter, 3:18, and the Cougars have the ball, 3rd and 19 from the 27. Owen Ariola had a catch, but it was brought back due to a holding penalty, so the Cougars are behind the chains. And McMurray is going to drop back to pass, and he's got Alex Myers right here.
Wow, he almost caught that.
And we have a late flag.
I think they should call that. I mean, if it's pass interference, it should have been called.
Yeah.
Because before the ball got there, they hit him, and there's 3 of them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an obvious call, but a minute ago it should have been one him with the quarterback. But I don't know. We'll see.
So we're going to see.
Pass interference.
Pass interference is the call.
And you know
against the Pacers.
That's big for South.
Yeah.
And it was big for Alex to get in there and try to make an attempt to get that ball, which he did. I mean, he was going to, because that's the way Alex does. You know what I mean? He'll go to the ball. So, I mean, but they had 3 guys right there. Even if he made the catch, you're right there to tackle him. I mean, you just wait that split second. And sometimes you jump too early and get excited, and that's understandable.
So
after the 15-yard penalty, it's third down.
So
and 4
third and 4 for the Cougars from the 42. And McMurray here going to go from the gun. Jaden Jackson-Ray right beside him. And JJ's going to pick up. Going to pick up the first down, and we had a little bit of extracurriculars there between Isaac Gasper and one of the Switzerland County players, and I think the game's starting to get chippy a little bit there.
On the 48-yard line.
Well, you know, the other team comes in, they don't want you to win, and senior night, they want to crush all your plans senior night, last home game of the season, and by far South has the best record in their sectional.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know that. They could be a possible sectional opponent. So.
Right. McMurray going to drop back to pass here. And he's got Colby Rathburn down here on the close sideline.
Colby Rathburn.
And I'll tell you what, this
at this moment, Zach, tell me whether you agree or not, I feel that this is what they need to kind of stick with. I mean, I get you're going to run the ball a little bit because you got to mix it up, but this is what's been major successful for them.
Yeah, and you know, this senior-to-senior hookup's working pretty well.
Well, and you want that other score up before halftime because Switzerland County will get the ball at half.
Yeah.
Just a reminder, too, Seth Gall will be joining us halftime to fill us in on all sports around South Decatur. Handoff. And he stopped.
Jaden Jackson-Ray, the ball carrier. Hit first on the play by number 52, Hunter Smith.
So,
gain of a yard brings up second down and 9.
Yeah, and I think, too, that the passing game is working really well. I mean, it doesn't look like Switzerland County knows how to really cover it as well.
Well, there's so many options because what South's proven to them already is everybody on the team can catch the ball.
Yeah. Murray going to drop back to pass here.
Wide open.
Got Colby Rathburn wide open. Colby puts on a little spin move in for a touchdown.
Second touchdown today.
And there it is again, senior-to-senior hookup here on senior night. And
34 yards to number 30.
You got to like that little spin move Colby put on there to score.
And what about the confidence level this puts in for the passing game for the Cougars?
Yeah.
I mean, that's confident, and that's all the way around because you've had several guys. You've had Alex Meyer and you've had Colby Rathburn that they passed to.
Owen Ariola.
I was going to say sorry, tongue twister, but you had Ariel that he's passed to too, and that's good because you got a lot of different options.
Yeah.
So right now it's 19-7. They're going to go for 2.
And the handoff here to Owen Ariola.
He's got it.
And he gets in. So now the score, Cougars 21, Pacers 7 with 1:28 to go here in the first half. We're going to take a quick break and we will be back.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
This is Michelle Gauk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
All right, back here at South Decatur High School. 1:28 to go here in the second quarter. The Cougars lead 21-7, and they just put on a monster passing game that last drive.
What was it, like 3 passes? I mean, when they started passing before they scored a touchdown, Zach, I mean, they did really well.
Number 13, Matthew Young. Number 27,
So,
Richards back deep.
McKinley Shook going to kick off here for the Cougars. And back deep here for the Pacers. Can't really tell because they're all hunched over. Kinley's kick is away.
It's a good kick.
And the Pacers here, and there's 2 flags on the field. So JP Scudder making the tackle there, but we do have 2 flags, so we're going to see what they're going to call here.
Ooh.
Illegal block in the back.
Wow.
So
that hurts even more, man,
yeah.
for them.
The Pacers. That'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. And back the Pacers up a little bit.
So it's going to bring up the Pacers 1st and 10.
It'll be 1st and 10. Pacers ball on their own 23-yard line.
On the 23 with 1:19 to go here in the first half. Looks like they had the wrong ball there.
It's crazy how they do that, which, I mean, I get it, but it's just crazy how they switch it, even from the little fellas all the way up to this age. So I moved them way back. What are we?
Looks like we had.
What are we keep switching these footballs for, man? I mean,
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Like, this is ridiculous.
I don't know. They should know which ball is which. There we go. I think they got the right one now.
Who knows?
All right, so now. There it is. Now. Ready to play ball again here. Pacers 1st and 10 here. They're going to go from under center here. Going to motion man. And the running back's going to be taken down in the backfield there by Layden Ponsler,
defensive front, 64.
Eli Elrod, and
Layden Ponsler, first man in for the Cougars.
There was about 3 of them, so
4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down and 14.
So 2nd and 14 for the Pacers with 50 seconds to go here in the first half. And they're going to drop back to pass. He's got a guy down the middle of the field and almost caught it, but it's incomplete.
13, Matthew Young. 3rd down and 14.
So 3rd and 14, 43 seconds to go. And I almost bet that they're going to try to take a deep shot down the field here, try to get closer, maybe call a timeout.
Yeah, because they want to put points on the board, and then they come back out and have an opportunity to tie it. So, yeah, they're going to try everything they can because right now their field position's not the greatest for where they're at.
So Pacers going to go from the gun here. Quarterback's going to drop back to pass again. He's just going to dump it here to his running back. And looks like he's
pass was complete to number 17.
Almost going to get the first down. So clock's still running because he was tackled in bounds, and there's about 20 seconds to go here.
Like it will be 3rd down and 2 for the Pacers. Correction.
4th and 2.
And a yard.
And
might as well let the clock run down. I mean, I would try to get another play off, but I don't think so. I think they're just going to let it run down to halftime.
Yep. Looks like they're going to just let it run to halftime. So that's going to end the first half here, looks like.
Timeout, Switzerland County.
A timeout with 0.2 seconds. I don't know why.
Well, what this shows me is they want to maybe I don't know what it shows me, but what I
maybe a flea
they're
flicker.
trying. Well, they're actually afraid of what Southwood could do.
Yeah,
it's intercept the ball or do whatever, and they want it down to the least possible seconds to where all they got to do is come out and hike the ball. To where there's just that one play, but I don't know why you'd wait till even 0.2 seconds. I mean,
Right.
You could have done it at 3 and the clock would have ran out. So we'll see what they got up in their upper sleeve and go from there.
So Pacers are gonna go from under center here. They're gonna motion the motion man, and it's gonna be a pitch, but they're gonna toss it, and it's intercepted by Alex Myers, and Alex Myers is gonna bring it back, but not for a touchdown. So they do end up getting an interception in the half. So the Cougars are up 21-7 at halftime, and we will be back. We will take a quick break.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy-Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's Used Car Superstore, Buy-Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy-Right Auto, Greensburg's Used Car Superstore.
Decatur County Recycling. Do you have a question about recycling?
How do I dispose of sharps? Can glass and plastic bottles be recycled? How do I dispose of tires and household hazardous waste? Is there somewhere I can take my recyclables? Those are questions for Decatur County Recycling. You can find more online at www.decaturcountysolidwaste.com. Decatur County Recycling, assisting the community in reducing the amount of material taken to the landfill.
All right, back here at South Decatur High School. Zach Little here. We're gonna talk with Seth Galt here about some of the sectional action here for volleyball, and he's just gonna talk to us about everything that's been going on around the school as well. So Seth's putting on the headset here, and Seth, you want to talk to the fans at home about some of this volleyball sectional stuff that's going to go on?
Man, I got to tell you what, before we even start about that, let's talk about this first half for just a quick second, because this game has actually been pretty good.
Yes, yeah, it's been a good game.
I mean, we've had a couple of turnovers there in the second quarter, but, that happens.
Yeah, it does, and, the boys did bounce back.
Yeah, they did, 21-7 lead right now, and as Zach said, we've got volleyball sectionals coming up here soon. Hard to believe.
It is, yeah, it's time's flying.
So, for the Lady Cougars, they will be at Waldron for sectionals this year, and we're back down to 1A, as we are for all sports this year. So, South Decatur sectional is Edinburgh, Jacksonville, Morristown, Oldenburg Academy, us, Southwestern Shelbyville, and Waldron is our sectional.
And, obviously you do some of the volleyball games. You announced those. how are the other teams in the sectional looking, and then how are our girls looking?
You know, and I was talking to a couple of parents last night, and in my opinion, I think this sectional is completely wide open. Literally wide open. I think us and Oldenburg are probably the two better teams that's in our sectional this year, but I think it can be completely wide open depending on how things go this year. And from what I saw our girls play last night with Rising Sun, Randy and Tom were on the broadcast, and man, I tell you what, Zach. Tell you what, though, Zach, last night when we played Rising Sun, man, that game was back and forth all night long last night. 5 sets.
Wow.
And Lady Cougars ended up winning the game last night. Man, I tell you what. Talk about a blockbuster of a game for a final home game of the year.
Yeah, I've made it out to one game, and it was the Civil War game at North Decatur, and you know, just watching those two teams go at it.
Yeah.
You know, it's fun to see South Decatur sports, everybody finally excelling, getting over the hump.
Absolutely.
And playing competitive no matter who it is.
Exactly. You know, when we're talking about, you know, volleyball here, you know, I haven't seen our volleyball girls look this good since the first year I was out of school. And that's 10 years ago.
Wow.
That year we finished like 22 and like 10 or 22 and 11 or something like that. And then we've had some struggles since then. But then looking back last year, finishing above 500 for the first time in several years. And then this year, with one game left, we're at Jacksonville next Thursday. You know, we're above 500. I think we're now, I want to say 14-7. I could be wrong on that. I'll have to double check on that. But, man, I tell you what, these volleyball girls, they're looking good, and the future's going to look good for the next couple of years.
Yeah, and that's what you got to like. I mean, obviously, like here with the football team, you know, you have 6-7 seniors, but then you still have a lot of lower classmen, and then I've seen with volleyball that they had one senior, Molly Eden, and now they still have a young core that's still going to be there.
And I think the 8th grade team coming up, once they get used to the system, how it's been ran this year and last year, I think they'll do really good too next couple of years. Volleyball sectional draw is this Sunday, 7 o'clock on the IHSAA Champions Network.
Okay.
The only way you can get the sectional brackets. And sectionals will start on Tuesday, October the 10th, which will be our fall break.
So, if you guys get the chance to go out and watch the volleyball team play, I encourage it. These girls work hard every day, and you know they deserve the recognition as well. That's why we wanted to bring Seth on here and talk to us at halftime about the girls. Seth, I appreciate you doing that for us.
Hey.
And if you guys can at home, tune in and watch that sectional draw, see who the girls play, go out and support them. And, you know, hopefully things go good for the southern end of the county here.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and of course, good. You know, for as far as us is concerned, good luck to North Decatur and Greensburg too on the sectional. And crazy to think, next week or a week from this coming Tuesday starts sectionals is for volleyball. So it's getting close to tournament time.
Yes, it is.
And we've got 2 weeks left in football, which at Milan next week, and have to go to Dayton, Ohio in a couple weeks. How about that?
Yep, that'll be a dandy for sure.
It will be a dandy. Luckily, I believe that game will start at 7:30. Even though we're on fall break, it's a 7:30 start in 2 weeks.
Okay.
So, and also too, I'm sure Sandy and Kathy at the station will have the full brackets for all 3 schools for the sectionals coming up. For the bracket, again, 7 o'clock, IHSA Champions Network, IHSATV.org.
Okay, so we got about 7:45 to go here in the intermission here, and this was Zach Little talking with Seth Galt here about some of the girls' action for volleyball here, and Seth, thank you for doing that. Once again, I can't thank you enough because I don't have enough time to get out and do it, so I figured
Right.
I'd have somebody that's always there. So
Yeah, it's crazy to think, and I keep getting asked this question a lot. How long have you been doing this? Well, for those that have been wanting to know, this is my 11th year.
Wow.
Announcing here. So
wow.
I've been here a long time, and I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon.
All right, so this has been Zach Loto with Seth Galt, and we're going to take a quick break, and we will be back.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's used car superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore.
Decatur County Recycling. Do you have a question about recycling?
How do I dispose of sharps? Can glass and plastic bottles be recycled? How do I dispose of tires and household hazardous waste? Is there somewhere I can take my recyclables? Those are questions for Decatur County Recycling. You can find more online at www.decaturcountysolidwaste.com. Decatur County Recycling, assisting the community in reducing the amount of material taken to the landfill.
Walters Tire services all of southeastern Indiana. And right now, through September 30th, you can get $200 back in rebate savings on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear or Kelly tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg. Make this the summer event with a new 2023 Jeep or new 2023 Ram truck from Acre Automotive. Right now, choose from a big selection of new 2023 Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, Gladiators, or Wagoneers. Or if you're thinking truck, Acres have a nice selection of new 2023 Ram half-ton, 3/4 ton, and 1-ton trucks. See Kevin Milburn, Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, Call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's Used Car Superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's Used Car Superstore.
All right, welcome back here at South Decatur High School. Hope you all enjoyed a little bit of halftime presentation we had with Seth Gall and Zach. I stepped out a few minutes, so I didn't hear exactly what was said, but I know Seth was telling me a little bit before the sectional draws coming up and just some different things going on and around South Decatur. So, big half for the Cougars.
Yeah.
At first, it looked like it was, they were going to bring it back in close, but they stuck it out. I mean, we've had some great receptions.
Mm-hmm.
Great passes. You got Colby Rathburn tonight, man, with 2 receiving touchdowns, which is good on senior night. Ariola's been doing well. You got Alex Meyer doing well. Tyler Bishop's been running the ball. And then also don't take it away from the freshman.
Yeah.
JJ, man, he's stepped up and he's done his thing. And as a freshman needs to do. For those of you who don't know, if you're just tuning in, Corbin Johnson's not playing tonight. Tweaked his ankle, sprained it a little bit. And did you go over those? Sorry. Okay. We'll do that real quick. And, so that kind of affected. I mean, he's not playing tonight, but it's been cool because everybody else has done well. And cahoots to the defensive line and offensive line. They've actually done well. The corners have done well.
Yeah.
All around for the whole team has done a really good job. Our halftime sponsor tonight is Stone's Farm Service. Third quarter sponsor is, you have that on your phone still, Zach? I sent it to you.
Kennelly and Daughters
There
Car
you go.
Wash.
There you go. Gillen and Howe Funeral Home, Acre Buy Right. Acre Automotive Group, Buy Right Auto, Decatur County. Recycling, Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Trio sponsors, Walter Tire, Hamilton Tebby Law Office. Cheerbach is sponsored by Russ Hubler Ford, Levenstein's Abbey Carpet, Fleetwood Chevrolet, and Fry's A&W. Thank you for sponsoring us tonight. Zach, what do we need for the second half here, buddy?
I think it's kind of just the same game plan here. I mean, it looks like the Pacers can't really stop the pass game here, and all around they're playing really well. It's just they need to keep this momentum going here. I mean, obviously, Switzerland County does get the ball to start, but the defense has been playing great.
And that's the thing. They got to come out and stop them, and let's keep scoring. They did. We did on the first touchdown. Kind of go over it a little bit. McKinley shook on the kick. I just think the hole wasn't there for the low snap, and he tried to. Who's the holder on that?
I think it's J.P. Scudder.
Okay, and I think it was just a low snap, and he wasn't able to get the ball, so it was almost like a line drive because that kid.
Yeah.
And I wondered, that was 52 that was running off field with his arm hurt, and he come up in the end zone. So I wonder if that's a stinger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wonder if it's still bothering him a little bit, maybe. But he missed that extra point. They come back down, try to go for 2, and they're stopped. So then it's 12-0. Then Switzerland County has a receiving touchdown, which takes it to I'm sorry, they did get the extra point.
Yep.
They did kick it on that second one. I'm sorry, I said it wrong. So then it takes it 13-7.
13-7.
And then a receiving touchdown with Colby Rathburn in the second quarter.
Yep.
They went for 2. Areola ran in for 2, hence where we're at right now, 21-7. So a good contest, and all around this is a good performance, I think, for South Decatur. This is what you need.
Yeah, and I mean, especially like you said, I'm pretty sure they're in their sectional, but like coming out to make a statement like this against your sectional foe 3 weeks prior to sectional is huge.
It's a big deal, and this is what you want to do because you want to make them think about it. You want to make them ready. You want to make them aware. Man, I'm watching Switzerland County right now, warming up. Right there doing jumping jacks, all of them. I mean, I don't know. That would wear me out.
Yeah, I would.
Speaking of jumping jacks, man, how about that the other day at the youth football with our A team, man?
Wow.
Fifth and sixth graders, North Decatur hosted it. And in hosting it, we played Greensburg. I think it was Team 2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We played Team 1 earlier in the season, and they won 55 to – it was something. It was high.
Yeah.
And then they win last Saturday 60-0 They shut out Greensburg. You know, and our A team, talking about our A team, yeah. But I'm going to give credit where credit is due. I'm not going to take away from them boys. But I'll tell you what, Zach, how about them cheerleaders doing well over 100 jumping jacks? I feel bad for that little A team. Man, them girls, they did it all. I mean, they did really well. The boys, and now you can hear Katie in the background. Actually, and we haven't done it, and I apologize to my wife. I haven't thanked you for doing the camera during football season. Appreciate it. Katie is the cheer coordinator for the youth program. And them girls, man, I tell you too, Kate, just like we said last week, man, all them jumping jacks, I'd like to know. I mean, you add all of it up, and they did. It was every bit. And I'll be honest, I'm not stretching it. I mean, close to probably, I don't know. I'm a curiosity's going to get me now. So
yeah.
We're getting ready to start. I'm gonna do a little bit of math. Try to probably cheat a little bit and use a calculator, but.
So if you're just tuned in here, senior night here at South Decatur, getting ready to start the third quarter. South Decatur leads 21-7, and the Switzerland County Pacers are going to receive the ball here to start the second half. Shook's kick is away and caught there perfectly by the Pacers, and the returner is brought down on the play by Isaac Gasper and Alex Myers.
Yeah. Zach, they did well over 200 jumping jacks. Plus cheered the whole game.
Yeah.
Pacers have the football.
So that was crazy. I'll let you go ahead and take it away, Zach.
34-yard line.
So
Correction.
the Pacers going to take over here from the 33-yard line. And we're going to hope here that Cougars come out here with some intensity to start the second half. And quarterback draw here for the Pacers. And he's going to get about 5.
Bailey calls his own number on the keeper.
Tell you what, man, you step out that door, it's a lot cooler out there, bro, than what it is.
Starting to feel the breeze from the window open.
Literally, you step out right there. I mean, step right there, Zach, in the doorway. It's like a 10 to 15 degree temperature difference.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
It is, yeah.
Well, you notice that everybody putting hoodies on and things like that, and then I step out there, I'm like, man, a lot.
So Pacers here, 2nd and 3. Going to go from the gun here, and it's a handoff here to the back. And the back is going to pick up the first down. Tackle was made on the play by Colby Rathburn.
Matthew Young, the ball carrier, picking up the first down for the Pacers.
So 1st and 10.
Play by number 30, Colby Rathburn.
The Pacers are moving the ball down the field here to start the half.
And too many times I think they get to where, as they're moving the ball down, they get a little frustrated. But, man, all you got to do is just keep them from scoring. That's the key. They can run 100 yards if you want. You know what I mean? Just keep them from scoring.
Yep. It's like I always say, bend but don't break.
Yep.
The Lancer's going to go from the gun, hand it off here to the motion man, and he's got some green ahead of him, and he's got the first down.
23, Michael Young, the ball carrier, picking up another Pacer first
And that's what South don't need to do. You don't get lax. You stay, playing.
Stay aggressive.
Right. And man, you can answer this. Playing football, you get that halftime. I mean, that was almost a 20-minute halftime.
Yeah.
Muscles get tight. I mean, you know what I mean? You sit down or you relax for a little bit. It's when you stay out here and stay fresh and warm because they only come out with a little over a minute to go to stretch.
Pacers going to hand off here. Or quarterback keeper. And he's going to fight forward.
Down.
Yep. They're going to give him forward progress here, I think. So, yeah, looks like he's going to be close to a first down. I don't know if he quite picked it up.
Looks like he's going to be a yard short, Zach, I think.
Hard man to bring down, stopped short of the first down marker by a yard.
2nd and 1.
2nd down and 1.
We're going to see Pacers going to go from the gun here. Going to hand it to the back. He's going to try to get the edge. Gets the first down and more. And he's taken down out of bounds.
Number 13, Matthew
At about
Young,
the-
the ball carrier.
You know, and I like that. Oh, we got a referee down to get hit.
An official down on the field. Have an official down on the field.
All right, we're going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back. 21-7, the beginning of the third quarter. We'll be right back.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's used car superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore.
All right, welcome back here. It's good to see the official did get up. I didn't see, Zach. Did you see? I didn't see what happened. I'm assuming it was in the middle of the play or something, got hit and knocked over. Obviously not intentional. But
The Pacers have the football, 1st and 10.
he's staying in the game. That's good. And he's up and moving around, so that's a plus.
17-yard line.
So 1st and 10 here for the Pacers on the Cougar 17. And
I don't know what is
Not
going
sure.
on. I don't either. I guess we'll find out here in a minute maybe, or they'll start to play. So the officials coming across the field. I don't know if they're questioning maybe where the placement of the ball was or is.
I don't know.
I thought they placed the ball before they went over to the official to check on him. So they're going to leave it where it's at. We're going to get started. I think maybe Switzerland County might have been. Switzerland County is questioning it. So anyway, play's going to start.
Yep. Pacers are going to have a quarterback keeper here. And he's swung down by Ian Amrine.
Alex Bailey again calling his number. Tackle made by number 70, Ian Amrine.
So that play went nowhere fast.
And it don't look like tonight that whatever he was out was
bothering him as much.
No. Not at all. I mean, he sure brought him down pretty powerful. So
Yeah. So 2nd and 11 from the 18. And the Pacers going to go from the gun here. Quarterback is going to hand it to his running back here. And he's brought down in the backfield by Layden Ponsler, the sophomore.
He read that.
Tackle made by number 64.
He read that really well, Zach.
Yes, he did. And I coached him as well one year, and he's got really good football IQ.
No gain on the play, brings up 3rd down and 11.
So 3rd and 11, 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Scores 21-7 still. South Decatur up over Switzerland County.
Nobody in the backfield here with the quarterback. And he's going to drop back to pass. And he's got 2 people chasing him, and it's intercepted.
Oh, he's
by
gone.
Owen Ariola. And Owen Ariola is all by himself. And he's going to take it back for a Cougar touchdown.
And that was a good read by Ariola, man. He read it all the way, and he just
did.
right in front of him. And that's the momentum changer you want for the third quarter. That's good.
Ariola for the pick six.
That was a good one, man. He read it all the way. Read it all the way.
So the score now, 27-7, the Cougars, and looks like they're going to go for the extra point here. We're going to make it 28-7. And that was a great return there on the pick six by Owen Ariola.
So that would have been roughly, probably looks like about an 81-yard pick six on that from where the ball was.
And he wasn't slowing down at all.
Oh no! I mean, once he made it past the quarterback,
he was
right here. He was
all
gone.
the way.
Yeah, he was gone. There was.
So McKinley Shook here going to attempt the extra point.
And
it's no good. So your score still remains 27-17 in third quarter, 7:39 to go. And we're going to take a quick break, and we will be back.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy-Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's Used Car Superstore, Buy-Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy-Right Auto, Greensburg's Used Car Superstore.
Make this the summer event with a new 2023 Jeep or new 2023 Ram truck from Acre Automotive. Right now, choose from a big selection of new 2023 Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, Gladiators, or Wagoneers. Or if you're thinking truck, Acres have a nice selection of new 2023 Ram half-ton, 3/4 ton, and 1-ton trucks. See Kevin Milburn, Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
All right, back here at South Decatur High School. Cougars lead 27-7 here with 7:39 to go. And if you're just tuned in, Owen Ariola had about an 81-yard pick six. And now McKinley Shook going to kick it off here for the Cougars. And his kick is up, and it's a line driver. And the Pacers here going to have.
They got to get him, man. His kid's he's bound to run it back.
And McKinley Shook again makes another tackle.
Tell you what, man, he's been the one to get him down every time. I mean, and that kid, he's probably got 160 yards on return yards.
Yeah.
I mean, that kid, like I said when we read that, he's good. And you know what? That might be a thing with Switzerland County that we haven't seen. We were talking about, you know, how many times does he get around the defense?
Yeah.
You know, in other games.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, not that South didn't prepare for that, but if they would draw Switzerland County in the sectional, they're going to be ready for that.
Yeah. So, first and 10 here for the Pacers from the 43. They're going to hand it here to the back. And he's got a little hole there, and he's tripped up by Alex Myers and Ian Amrine.
Tackle made on the play by number 70, Ian Amrine for your Cougars. 5 yards on the carry.
So second and 5 from the 38. And, you know, maybe the Cougars buckle down here on defense once again and get another stop, get the momentum going back their way once again.
Yeah, and defense is playing solid, though, man.
Quarterback's going to keep it here, and he's going to fight and be wrestled down by Alex Myers.
14, Alex Bailey on the keeper. Tackle made by number 70, Ian Amrine.
Or Ian there on that tackle.
Gains about 3, brings up 3rd down and 2.
So 3rd and 2. And, you know, obviously the motto that I always say, that never going to go away, bend but don't break.
Yep. How many years is this for Switzerland County having a football team? Because they ain't had one for too long.
Maybe 8 or 9 years.
I was going to say 8 to 10 years, somewhere around there is what I was going to say. Come a long way.
So Pacers are going to drop back the pass.
He's holding.
And quarterback's going to be chased by Ian Amrine, and Ian is going to push him out.
Number 14, Alex Bailey on the carry.
They're going to give him the first down.
By number 70, Ian Amrine.
I don't know how there wasn't a holding call. I mean, Toby Bishop, there was nothing he could do.
Yeah.
And it was right blatant in front of the referee.
And
there's a couple of them that referee has not called where it should have been a roughing the passer in the first half. That one right there, I mean, that was blatant. He's a big, he's a big kid, and it takes a lot. And if he's turning his body like that, something's going on. He ain't just doing that. That was an awkward, flex. But we'll keep our head in it, and we just keep going. They just got to keep pounding, man.
So 1st and 10 here for the Pacers from the 32. Quarterback going to take it from the gun. He's going to keep it, go to the far sideline, and he's met in his tracks and taken out of bounds by, looks like Isaac Gasper, or Tyler Bishop there, and Isaac Gasper.
Gains 4, brings up 2nd down and
So
6.
even though the Pacers are down on the scoreboard by 20, they're still fighting.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and I will give that to him. I mean, they ain't let up. I mean, they clearly have not let up. So we'll see. I mean, because there's still a lot of time left in this contest, Zach. So.
Yeah. 2nd and 6 from the 28 here. And the Pacers are going to drop back to pass. The quarterback's going to keep it. He sees nobody open. And he's going to fight. And there's a flag.
Number 14, Alex Bailey on the carry.
And number
extracurricular action at the end.
Looked like number 11 there for the Pacers just threw down one of our South players.
I mean, that you. See what they're going to call. Personal foul. Offense.
Personal foul against the offense. Unnecessary roughness.
And that that some of that could be just the frustration building too.
Yeah,
First down
absolutely.
For the Pacers. But back it up 15 yards from the end of the run.
But that's something you don't want to do. I mean,
Absolutely,
because that right there, you just saw it. I mean, now you move the ball back.
7-yard line.
And that's where a lot of times I think if you can control your emotions, it'll come out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They'll catch you who did it.
So it looks like Switzerland County's head coach over there talking to the official. So not quite sure what's going on over there. But it's still going to be 1st and 10. I think they were trying to get the chains figured out. So 1st and 10 from the 27. And play clock here under 20 seconds. The Pacers here are going to go from the gun. Quarterback going to get the snap, low snap, and he's just going to keep it himself. And he's going to fight forward.
Do you notice how number 71 for Switzerland County is always holding Toby Bishop?
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's got to be getting frustrating because, I mean, they ain't thrown a flag one time.
Right.
And just and this drive alone, there's been at least 3 holding that should have been called that was never called.
Yeah.
And that, as a player, that's where you got to try to keep your motion, but it's hard because, you know what I mean? It's not clean football. It's not blocking or doing what you're supposed to appropriately.
On those type of things like that, too, it's almost like you got to sell it yourself.
Yep.
And the Pacers going to give it to their running back, and he's going to fight forward.
Now we got a flag, and hopefully this is finally the call for holding. Oh, we got a face mask, it looks like. I don't know, maybe. See what he's going to call. He was motioning, looked like. But. Nope. Yep. Told you. Face mask.
Face mask.
Face mask is the call against the Cougars.
Against the Cougars here, so it's going to push the Lancers up.
That is a 15-yard penalty tacked on to the end of the run. And a first down for the Pacers. It is first down, Pacers just outside the 10-yard line.
So 1st and 10 from outside the
1st and 10.
First and 10 from the 10 for the Pacers here. Quarterback is going to keep it here, and he's going to be met in his tracks.
Number 14, Alex Bailey on the keeper.
And, as soon as he got stopped in his tracks, you saw a lot of South Decatur Cougars just running to him.
Well, and that's one thing I've noticed throughout the year with South is they'll collapse to the ball. I mean, they find the ball and where it is, and they all move to that area, which is good.
Yeah, and especially when they're in the red zone.
Yeah, this is where it's most important to do that.
So Pacers here, 2nd and 9, going to go from under center here. And it's going to be an end around here to their running back, and he's taken down by Jaden Jackson Ray.
Matthew Young, the ball carrier.
So the freshman here and on defense as well, making some plays.
Ball to about the 6-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and a long 4.
So 3rd and 4 from the 4. And now this is where you're really telling yourself, bend but don't break.
On the tackle.
Yeah, let's see what they got, what they're going to do. Really, I mean, they passed the ball some, but not a lot.
Pacers going to go from under center here. Handoff here to
they read that
running
one.
back, and Eli Elrod
Number 13, Matthew
is just
Young,
going
the
to
ball
fight through the
carrier.
block and be tackled
by number
immediately.
61, Eli Elrod. That will bring up 4th down for the Pacers.
So 4th down here. And now you almost maybe think they're going to try a little dunk pass.
Yeah, because your first down is on about the 1 yard line, or you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's either that or it's like half the distance, really.
So they are going to try to pass it, and
Tipped away.
almost intercepted there by Joe Hanneman. So you get to stop, and now you have that. Like we said earlier, you're backed up to your own end zone. You don't want to go back too far.
That's broken up by
Right.
number
And I
9,
mean,
Campbell Joe Hanneman for your Cougars.
the Cougars were in this position before, and they made their way out of it. So and their passing game has been what it needed to be. So we'll see what they're going to do, how much they run it.
Yeah.
Being down here on the 6 yard line, you want to get out of this area.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can adjust and make that play and do that.
So 1st and 10 here for the Cougars from the 6. And McMurray going to go from the gun here. Handoff to Owen Ariola. And Owen Ariola is going to be stopped in his tracks, but there's a flag down on the far side of the field.
We got flags on the field. We got officials timeout on the field. Ball carrier on that play was number 6, Owen Ariola.
Not sure.
Uh-oh. Cramping up.
Looks like Owen is cramping. Haven't seen it that much. Since the North game, really, we haven't seen that many cramps.
No, and I think that's what it is. I mean, he was feeling by his calf in the front. I mean, it's a cramp, but that's frustrating. I don't know. I wonder what's going on. Yeah, they're going to move him back. So if it does anything, that's going to move him half the distance of the goal.
Personal foul.
Chop block.
Chop block against the Cougars. That will be a half the
So,
distance
man,
goal penalty.
when they line up in the goal line stance, I sit there and watch. I mean, there was 2 kids from Switz County in the first half doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I know. And
well, it's frustrating on that because they don't call they call that, but then there's 3 definite holds right in front of the actual referees and facing the center of the field, and they don't call anything.
Yeah.
So. And you got to wonder if some of that factors in where the coaches are over questioning and stuff, ask them, and then it makes them referees think, and then they start changing the way they call the game.
Yeah. So 1st and 13 from the 3. after that chop block penalty there from the Cougars. And I'd almost guarantee they're going to run just so they're not throwing a pass here from the end zone. McMurray going to go from the gun here. Handoff here to Jaden Jackson-Ray. And he's going to try to fight for yards.
Number 31, Jaden Jackson-Ray on the carry.
So it's going to be second and about 12. So get about a yard on that play.
Gets the ball out to the 5-yard line.
And I don't know, the end of that play, you saw 23 for the Pacers here just throw Colby down.
They've been doing it all game, and they've only called it one time.
Yeah. McMurray going to go from the gun here. He's going to drop back to pass. He's got Alex Myers here, close sideline, and Alex Myers is going to pick up the first down.
24, Alex Myers. There's a flag at the end of the play.
There's a flag.
And if they call Colby for this, this is getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, literally. So we'll wait and see.
Waiting to see what the official calls here.
Oh, my God. Called
blindside block.
I mean, really?
So.
I mean, I don't even know. I don't know. Oh, boy, Zach.
The penalty from the spot.
I'm not sure.
He called it on Colby, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
There was no way. There was none of that right there.
No.
The 7-yard line.
So, second and 10 here from the 7. 55 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Cougars up 27-7. McMurray going to drop back to pass. And he's got Colby Rathburn here. And Colby, he's going to have that pass.
McMurray to number 30, Colby Rathburn.
And, you know, they finally get out of their own goal line, and now they're downfield
and a South Decatur
at about the 48. So that's a good momentum shift here, maybe going into the fourth quarter.
Well, and they need that, but
ball on the 48-yard line.
You're going to have to face adversity as a team especially when you don't get the calls. You know how it is even in sport and basketball. You don't get the calls. You got to adjust. And South is doing that, just like that play. But tonight, man, how about Jalen McMurray? He's got a lot of passing yards.
Yeah, he does. McMurray going to hand it off here to Jaden Jackson-Ray. And
number 31,
he's going to pick up about
the ball carrier.
2.
Yeah.
Tripped up and brought down by number 4, Bryson Reynolds.
Yeah, they'll give him 2 yards.
1 yard.
Clock's going to run out, Zach.
Yep, clock's going to run out. So we are getting ready to hit the fourth quarter, and the Cougars are up on the scoreboard 27-7, and they will still have the ball in the fourth quarter. So we're going to take a quick break, and we will be back.
Decatur County Recycling. Do you have a question about recycling?
How do I dispose of sharps? Can glass and plastic bottles be recycled? How do I dispose of tires and household hazardous waste? Is there somewhere I can take my recyclables? Those are questions for Decatur County Recycling. You can find more online at www.decaturcountysolidwaste.com. Decatur County Recycling, assisting the community in reducing the amount of material taken to the landfill.
Walters Tire services all of southeastern Indiana. And right now, through September 30th, you can get $200 back in rebate savings on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear or Kelly tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg. Make this the summer event with a new 2023 Jeep or new 2023 Ram truck from Acre Automotive. Right now, choose from a big selection of new 2023 Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, Gladiators, or Wagoneers. Or if you're thinking truck, Acres have a nice selection of new 2023 Ram half-ton, 3/4 ton, and 1-ton trucks. See Kevin Milburn, Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, or Dan Rubel at Acra Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
All right, back here at South Decatur High School, start of the fourth quarter. If you're just tuning in, the Cougars are up on the scoreboard 27-7, and they do have the ball here, so it's going to be 2nd and 9 from the 49. A handoff here to Tyler Bishop, and he's going to be stopped in his tracks.
Hit first by number 66.
So
Brevin May.
That's going to bring up about
Gains a yard,
third and
down and 8 for your
third and
Cougars.
8. So now maybe you think maybe a pass here.
Yeah, it's been working all night. Why not?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's something that's been going on that they've been working and working through and it's been successful, and it's been long yard passes.
Yeah. Yep. So 3rd and 8 here from the 50. McMurray going to go from the gun here. He's going to drop back to pass.
Ooh, good block by Tyler
And he's
Bishop.
got Owen Ariola down the middle of the field, and it's caught.
Man, listen, he was getting rough, you know what I mean? But how about Tyler Bishop coming up, noticing that 44 for Switzerland County was, rushing and puts the block on him, gives him a little more time, makes the pass. And how about Ariola in the middle of the field? Those of them scared, but it didn't phase him.
He had 4 white jerseys around
and
him.
he got sandwiched, still made a catch.
Yeah.
And again, like we just said, I think the long ball, it's been working so successfully for them tonight.
Yep, and that's what we'll be curious to talk to Coach Martin about after the game.
Absolutely.
And see what their game plan was
And
coming
that might
in.
have been something they decided to change up with the running game being a little off, but it's been successful on both sides of it.
Murray going to drop back to pass here again, trying to look for Ariola again, but just
he was being rushed. I think he rushed a pass.
Yeah.
Number 18, Ethan Jones on the coverage for the Pacers. And it's 2nd down and 10.
So 2nd and 10 here from the 27. And Cougars are really on the move here, looking to score again, add to that lead they got. So, it's good to see Owen back in there after that cramp.
Yeah. And it's improved a lot. The cramp's improved a lot since the North Decatur game.
Yeah. McMurray can drop back to pass here. And he's got Alex Myers, but it's
incomplete.
Tipped and incomplete.
Knocked down by number 10, Matt Marquis for the Pacers. And it'll be 3rd down.
So now it kind of.
I honestly think there was a little bit of pass interference on that.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like it. Because there's a lot of contact before the ball even got there.
There was, but sometimes they just. It's kind of like college where there's a penalty on every play, and they just don't call it.
So if they don't get it here, how about McKinley Shook? You think he'd kick a field goal?
I think he could.
I think it'd be worth the shot just to see.
Especially with the soccer background. Handoff here to Kobe Rathburn.
He slipped.
And Kobe caught the grass monster there.
Kobe Rathburn, the ball carrier, slipped up and stopped for about a yard gain, and it's 4th down and 9.
4th and 9. Haven't seen very many of these tonight. 4th downs.
No.
So 4th and 9 from the 26, and we're going to see what Coach Martin and this coaching staff has drawn up here.
And even on this play, I go long ball again, man.
Oh, yeah.
Might as well. It's worked for you.
And you see McMurray calling out the defense there. He sees just the one safety. And McMurray's going to get the snap here. He's going to drop back to pass. He's got Alex Myers, and
the pass from McMurray
pass is incomplete.
For number 24, Alex Myers.
He had it, but then I think the hit just jarred it out.
Well, I know. And he still put himself in harm's way and still made an effort. I mean, that was good. And listen, you're up 27-7.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's 1st and 10.
I mean, that ball, I mean, not that he wouldn't catch or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, but, man, when that guy's coming like that and it's a hard hit, if he would have caught that ball still, I mean, wow, what a whale of a catch. I mean, you know what I mean?
Right.
But they got to start on the, the Cougar. I mean, on their own 26, so it's,
And, the defense is playing well, so it's like, they get a stop here and score again, and, I mean, it's just icing on the cake.
Yeah. And if you're South, it'll wear you down, but let them run some time off the clock.
Yep.
Even if they score, it ain't going to matter. Let them run some time off the clock.
Yeah. So Pacers here are going to go from the gun with 2 backs in the backfield, and they're going to do a little reverse here.
They read it all the way, though. Amrine did.
And they're going to be brought down maybe at the line of scrimmage.
Number 13, Matthew Young.
There was a whole host of Cougars there. Looks like Toby Bishop came up a little gimpy there.
He's a little slow getting up, but he's staying out there. He's a tough kid. He'll stay out there.
Yeah.
I'd do something major for him not to.
So 2nd and 10 from the 26 here for the Pacers. They're going to take the snap from the gun. Quarterback's going to drop back to pass. And he's got a little short pass here to his back. And he's going to fight forwards for maybe about a gain of 6.
Complete to number 17, Keaton Mosley. Gains about 6 on the reception,
so,
and it's 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4. And now you got to think maybe they're going to pass here.
They haven't done a lot of it, but
no,
I mean, but there ain't been no real long passes either.
Pacers going to drop back to pass here, and quarterback is rushing, and he's going to pick up the 1st down and more, be taken out of bounds
14,
by
Bailey on the keeper.
Looks like
got a flag at the end of the play.
Isaac Gasper,
Bailey.
but there is a flag down, so we're going to see what the call is here.
I don't know. They got a player down over there, Zach. Well, I mean, he was making the tackle. I think the flag had come in at the end when that was just a little bit of extracurricular stuff. But the player's still down over on the sideline for Switz. Personal foul, face mask.
Face mask is the call against the Cougars.
This is just getting.
Be a 1st down on the run and tack on an additional 15 yards.
And I know opinions are opinions, and a lot of people don't like it, but I'm not too fond of this officiating crew. I think the stuff that they've called, and I'm not saying it because South, but it's went for both, because there's been some stuff that they haven't called against South, but you know what I mean? It's almost like if you let them play so much for the first half, then why don't you let them? Why you start throwing flags towards the end?
Yeah.
You can't. You don't need to do that, and that's a big deal. But
so 1st and 10 from the 44 here after that penalty, and the Pacers are now on the Cougar territory. Bad snap there, and the quarterback is just going to keep it himself, and he's going to be taken down.
Number 17, Keaton Mosley, the ball carrier. Good solid run, brought down, finished off by number 1.
Taken down after about 8.
8 yards on the carry, brings
So,
up 2nd down and 2.
2nd and 2 from the 36. And maybe they'll pass here. Handoff here to the running back, and he's going to fight forward for the 1st down. And you see that they're not going. They're going no huddle here. They're going fast.
They still got to let the chains get set. I mean, the chains ain't even set.
Yeah.
Where? Good grief, man.
Pacers gonna pass here. Little high pass, still caught by the receiver, and
pass was thrown complete to number 41, Josiah Holiday.
Looks like
tackle made by number 9, Campbell Johanigman.
Looks like Colby.
Looks like 7 yards on the reception.
Colby Rathburn cramping here.
We got an injured player on the field.
So I don't know. It looks like we might have Might have jinxed ourselves a little bit.
No, I don't know, buddy. Sometimes I'm not taking away that his leg isn't cramping, but you sometimes when you got that momentum and no huddle and you do something like that.
Yeah. And two, it could be, we've seen Colby play both sides of the ball tonight, and maybe his legs are like, I need some water.
Well, you stop that. Yeah, you stop that.
Number 30, Colby Rathburn, an injured player.
And Colby is on the sideline, so he's
second down and 3.
Good, just getting stretched out there for a cramp. But 2nd and 3 for the Pacers from the 24. And they're going to drop back the pass again. Another pass here to his fullback, and he's caught.
Pass was thrown complete to number 41.
And I don't know if he got the chain. He did. He got the first down.
Drive and a Pacers first down.
So
Tackle was made by number 11, Tyler Bishop.
Tyler Bishop makes that tackle there, and Pacers are going to go fast-paced, no huddle here. They're going to drive back the pass once again, and he's being rushed. And he's taken down, balls out in the backfield.
Look!
And Tyler Bishop.
Go! Oh, no.
They're calling him down.
No way.
They're calling him down on that.
No way.
Ball was blown dead before it came out.
No way.
I don't. Maybe you guys at home can go back and look at that, but I think the quarterback, he lost it as he was getting spun around.
And I'm going to give it to Mr. Beal right there for actually calling it out. Unfortunately, instant replay isn't working tonight, so they can't look at that. But that was not a good call. That was not a good call at all.
Second down and 19.
So 2nd and 19 here for the Pacers. They're going to drop back the pass here again. Quarterback's getting rushed again, and the pass is incomplete.
Pass is thrown incomplete, intended.
Owen Ariola there to break the pass up.
Maybe the Stripes rode the buses with Switzerland County tonight, man. I don't know. But again, I guess I should watch. That's just my opinion. So
3rd and 19 for the Pacers here. And got to think they're definitely going to go pass here. They've been passing these last couple plays. Low snap here from the quarterback, and he is going to drop back the pass. Fires one to the end zone, and
it's broken up.
It's broken up.
Nope.
Incomplete.
Nope. Clean.
Incomplete. That was Alex Myers and looks like J.P. Scudder or Campbell Johanneman. So
and it's 4th down and 19.
So it looks like they're going to go for it here. 4th and 19. And they have to get it to the 10-yard line, or the Cougars are going to take over with good field position. Bad snap again, and a blitz
good
again.
Russ. Oh,
and
get him.
He's going to be taken down by Isaac Gasper.
With the sack.
Loses him the first time he gets him, but then.
Oh, my goodness. Come on. Dude. What is up with these flag-happy officials, man?
And
come on.
You guys can hear it from the fans.
You hear it from the fans. I mean, this ain't just us. Everybody. What in the world? Good grief.
I don't
I mean,
know
how
what to
many
say.
opportunities as an official can you give a team to do something on one drive? And I think we're about to find out.
Yeah. So while we got this time here real quick, going to thank our our fourth quarter sponsor, Napoleon State Bank. Thank you for the sponsorship, and thank you for all that you do for all the surrounding counties as well. Yeah, like you said, I don't know. I mean,
After the play, dead ball personal foul against the defense. But it was after the play.
So-
Penalty will take yardage back for the Cougars. But it
Terrible,
is Cougar
bro.
football.
so the Cougars do still take over possession there, but they're going to be backed up.
Golly, buddy. Definitely this year. You see it in any sports with that, but it's,
Yeah.
how they're calling this tonight is just beyond me.
I know it. So Cougars are going to take over, and if you're tuning in here, the score is 27-7. Cougars up on the scoreboard with 5:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. And there was all kinds of penalty flags being thrown that last drive here, but now the Cougars are back in possession of the ball. And McMurray going to hand off here to Tyler Bishop,
Tyler Bishop.
and he gets forward for about 3.
Tackle made by number 66, Brevin May. Gains 2.
Or
Brings
2
up
there.
second
So
down and 8.
2nd and 8, and now you just got to think Coach Martin wants to just milk the clock, be done with this game.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You want the clock to just keep ticking down.
Yeah. Stay in bounds. So McMurray going to take the ball from the gun here. Hands it off to Owen Ariola. And Owen Ariola
Number
fights
6,
forward for
Owen
about
Ariola, the ball carrier.
2.
Tackle on the play again, number 66, Brevin May. Gains a
So-
yard, brings up 3rd down and 7.
3rd and 7, so we picked up 1 there. And looks like the Pacers here are just stifling their Cougars offense here, trying to get the ball back to score again. And South is really in no hurry to even get a playoff here.
Nah, they'll just let the clock run down, man.
Ariola tried to get around the corner.
Slick out there.
So
Yeah.
Ariola on the carry.
Oh, no. Oh, I thought he was hurt worse than that, man. He first acted like he was,
Will be
but
4th down for your Cougars.
So 4th and 7. I don't know. I didn't see if they called a timeout. I didn't see what happened on that play. I didn't see, but Toby Bishop did have his helmet off. I wasn't sure what happened there. I don't know if you saw it or not, Jim.
nah, it got ripped off. And, I mean, that's the thing, man. They're throwing cups out here. Everybody's going crazy.
They're going crazy like it's out of style.
Cougar cups are popular. Most excitement besides running touchdowns, scoring them, man, for the Cougars.
So 4th and 7, and it looks like, this is, Jim, the first time tonight South Gators punted.
A ton of cups.
I'm sorry, man. There's cups flying everywhere, bro.
Michaela, that was not a good throw.
Owen Ariola is going to punt
You
it.
got some dental work
And
to pay for after that one.
the Pacers are going to pick it up here, and looks like they may have a
Ariola got
Owen
him.
Ariola is going to have the tackle that saves a touchdown.
Flag comes in at the end.
Of course.
But there is a flag. So
We got some pushing and some shoving going on.
Man, this is just getting ridiculous.
we're just
I mean, this is prolonging the game as all these penalties. They don't need to even happen.
absolutely. So, yeah, not sure what. And it looks like they're pointing toward the Pacer direction, so I don't know if it's going to be on Switzerland County or if it's going to be on South Decatur here. Looks like
it always takes about 5 minutes for them to figure it out. Are you kidding me? You're going to offset it now? Of course you are. They're personal foul. Watch.
So 2 personal fouls, and they're going to offset.
Man, come on, dude. This is just getting ridiculous, buddy. I mean, no way, shape, or form. Anybody at home, go back and watch. Go back and watch what's going on. And I mean, this is just ridiculous. This quarter would have been over 15 minutes ago.
Oh yeah, yeah, and the score is 27-7 with 3 minutes to go.
Let me just say, do you agree with everything that I'm saying? I mean, honestly,
yeah.
Zach, this is every bit of this is just it's crazy.
Yeah, no doubt. So Pacers are going to drop back to pass. Got a guy wide open, and
Joe Hanningman almost had it.
The pass from number 14, Alex Bailey, complete to number 11, Nas Leland. That reception good for the Pacers' first down. Knocked out of bounds by
Alex Myers was a little slow to get up on that play there.
First and goal for the Pacers.
He's been a big asset to the team tonight. You know what I mean? I mean, as he is the whole year, but especially tonight on senior night.
Yeah.
And that's something you
On
don't
the Cougar 5-yard line.
you don't want to see that happen.
So first and goal here from the 5 for the Pacers, and they're going to drop back to pass. Quarterback's going to keep it himself, and he's going to get maybe a yard on the play.
Alex Bailey on the keeper.
We got a Cougar down on the other sideline. Now he's getting up.
Virtually no
So
gain
here's
on
Gasper on the far sideline, but he got up. Slow to get up, but he got up. He's walking back out on the field, so that's good. And luckily, you know what, buddy? That was in play.
Yeah.
So the clock's still ticking.
Yep. So second down from the 5-yard line here for the Pacers. And they're going to go from the gun here. Quarterback's going to drop back to pass once again. And he's trying to find somebody, and he's got Toby Bishop. And Toby Bishop's going to get the sack.
73, Toby Bishop.
And you go from
Switzerland County.
You go from second and goal from the 5. Now you're third and goal from about the 15.
Yeah. And, I mean, that was a big stop. That's what they needed. And I think that's why, Switzerland County, they have, first of all, you got to call timeout, stop the clock. Second of all, and talk it over, try to regroup, because you want to put some points on the board. Yeah, you're not going to come back and win, but you still want to put points on the board.
So not sure.
Clock will be reset.
So clock reset to 2:04 here. And
that official come way over here to the bleachers to tell him that.
Yeah, he did.
About 10 yards on that sack.
So
and it's going to be third
and goal from the 15-yard
line.
And the Pacers here are going to drop back to pass. Quarterback's got no time. Throws it. And it's intercepted by Gavin Maurer. And
pass is intercepted by number 1, Gavin Maurer.
That's got to feel good.
Put on again.
I mean,
number 73, Toby Bishop.
He's a senior,
Forcing the throw and the
and he gets out here and gets an interception on senior night.
The football
Well, and you can't take away from Toby Bishop rushing that quarterback. I mean, he was on him, but he was pushing his defender clear back to him, and he basically his defender was forced to throw the ball. And that's why I threw it up in the air and not taken away again from the interception. It was a good interception by Gavin Maurer, and big one on senior night for him.
Yeah.
And now the Cougars got the ball, and you can really maybe a couple pass plays, do some run plays when you're on the clock out, and the game will be over. So
there's 1:55 here to go in the fourth quarter. The Cougars are up 27-7 with the ball. And now you got to think they're just looking to milk the clock away with some runs here. McMurray going to take it from the gun. Hand off here to Jaden Jackson Ray.
Number 31,
and he's going to
Jackson Ray, the ball carrier. Tackle made on the play by number 13.
Going to pick up
Young
about 6 on that play there. So we've seen some good runs from the freshmen tonight too as well. So 2nd and 2 from the 25, and the Cougars are not going to be in a hurry here to get to the line. Just looking to milk some clock away here. 1:12 to go here in the fourth quarter.
You get the first down here, you pretty much got balls in your court, buddy.
Murray going to give it here to Tyler Bishop.
And he's still going.
Tyler Bishop still going.
Up.
Still fighting, but he slips.
Number 11, Tyler Bishop.
And he does pick up the first down, though. So, and he stays inbound, so that's gonna help as well.
Bumbling and stumbling on that, but we get a Cougar first down. It's 1st and 10, South Decatur. Ball on the Cougar 33-yard line.
So 1st and 10 from 33 with about 50 seconds to go here in the game. Cougars are up 27-7 and looking like they're going to improve to 5-0 at home. McMurray going to hand it off here to Tyler Bishop again, and Tyler's
number 11,
maybe going to get past the line of scrimmage for about 2.
Yeah, but they can really let the clock run down, to be honest with you.
And they don't have to run a play. 24 seconds to go.
Gain of a yard.
And it looks like they're not going to run a play here. So that's going to make the final score here from South Decatur High School on senior night 27-7. And that's going to make them improve to 5-0 at home.
That is your ball game. Outstanding.
And
yeah, they finished the season out undefeated.
6-1 on the season. So
led strongly tonight by the Cougar defense. 27-7, your final.
And you can't really take it away from Switzerland County either. They fought hard the whole game.
At Milan.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming out.
So we'll take a break. We'll be back right after this.
Make this the summer event with a new 2023 Jeep or new 2023 Ram truck from Acre Automotive. Right now, choose from a big selection of new 2023 Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, Gladiators, or Wagoneers. Or if you're thinking truck, Acres have a nice selection of new 2023 Ram half-ton, 3/4 ton, and 1-ton trucks. See Kevin Milburn, Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, or Dan Rubel at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
This is Michelle Gauk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's used car superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore.
Decatur County Recycling. Do you have a question about recycling?
How do I dispose of sharps? Can glass and plastic bottles be recycled? How do I dispose of tires and household hazardous waste? Is there somewhere I can take my recyclables? Those are questions for Decatur County Recycling. You can find more online at www.decaturcountysolidwaste.com. Decatur County Recycling, assisting the community in reducing the amount of material taken to the landfill.
All right, welcome back here to South Decatur High School. Man, I'll tell you what, Zach, this was a good game tonight. South come out and played hardcore, man. Defense was great. Defensive line and all defense, corners, everybody, offensive line.
Yeah.
We saw Jalen McMurray, two passing touchdowns, right? Or was it three?
I think two.
Two.
Yep.
And, he did well.
Yeah.
I would be anxious to know and see if, how many that he ended up with. So Coach Martin asking, so yeah, we're going to have him come up. Now he's getting ready to do something with the players. I don't know. It was pretty interesting. That's cool. So Coach Martin, we're waiting on him to come up. He'll be up here with us. Never thought to tell him he could have brought a couple seniors up.
Yeah.
Talk, but that's okay. There's a lot of seniors this year.
Yeah.
But we got so much talent coming up.
Yeah.
Even talent on this team to what we've had junior high. And there's just a lot of talent coming up. And I'm excited to see what the future is going to hold for the Cougars. They just played really well all around tonight. I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously losing, 6-7 seniors sucks, but with all the lower classmen we've seen play so far this year, they're still really good.
Oh yeah, and even when them guys move on and graduate from high school here, and what a way to end your season tonight, 5-0 at home. Your record moves to 6-1.
Yep.
That's huge. That's a really vital and important thing to look at, and such a great program that Coach Martin and his whole coaching staff is building here at South Decatur, and where they've come from where he started with them, to where they are now. So it's exciting to see how it's going to be and just what the future holds for this program,
Yeah, and you know, like tomorrow morning, obviously looking to watch the elementary kids.
Yeah, 5th and 6th grade, man, they're undefeated.
Yeah.
They go in tomorrow, play Connorsville,
Yep.
but they play North Decatur.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be it's interesting, and it's so fun. You know, Zach, we talked about that. You know, we went to all the games, and going to all those games, seeing what the future is for the program.
Yeah.
Seeing what's going to happen, what's done, and the upcoming talent that comes up to, you know, the program, 5th and 6th grade. And it makes it nice. Like it really does. So Coach Martin is almost up in here, and we will listen to what he has to say. I was going to ask you, Coach, as you're coming up here, if you were going to be like my brother was when we interviewed him for the junior high game. Just get the chair. Yeah, here, I'll hold you. Yeah, get the chair, kick back, and just relax like you own the place. You know what, Coach? Congratulations, great win. Congratulations, going 5-0 on the season here at home.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. At home, that's big. That's a huge thing.
That's huge, and puts us at 6-1. It's been a while since we won 6 straight games.
Yep.
But it's nice going undefeated here at home for the season. I'm just excited for our seniors.
Yeah.
To be able to have pretty good year for themselves.
Oh, man, great.
Going, you know.
And we talked a little about with Corbin being out, which I didn't realize till I got here, but Corbin being out, if that was going to change the strategy, because you do have Tyler Bishop that'll run. I mean, Ariola that'll run, and JJ Seven as a freshman coming in and running. But we wondered how much more with passing, because we've seen some passes out the year, but definitely not as much as tonight. But wow. I mean, honestly, it was great. I mean, McMurray was connecting. Rathburn did great. Alex did great. Ariola did great. And everybody, I mean, and don't take away even from your linemen, your offensive line, your defensive players, everybody on defense, from your coaching staff, Coach, to you as well as everybody offense, defense tonight was just well-rounded. I mean, it seemed that way.
It was. And, you know, the crazy thing is, you know, Corbin got that little ding there late in the Cloverdale game. And we didn't talk to the team one iota. We just went through our daily practices like we always did, and we didn't even talk about it. One, I didn't talk a lot about it with our team because I didn't want them to think – I didn't want to put that in their mind. Like,
right, absolutely.
And we didn't play that way at all.
No.
And we went in knowing that we were going to try to split the reps between Owen, Jaden, and Tyler.
Yep.
And we did a good job of rotating those backs and trying to get them. So, and what's ironic is we were not coming into the game expecting to throw like we did tonight at all. And so that was the thing. Jalen was on fire tonight.
Oh, he was.
He was, and he was finding open kids, and he did a nice job. So, you know, it kind of had a flip-flop of what we normally do, and that was we were using the run tonight to kind of just keep us getting us first downs. We were using the pass play to get the big chunks.
Right.
Whereas vice versa, it's been, you know, all season, it's usually the other way around.
And you know too, we all will know, but and you know even as a coach, but you know, Switzerland County, you know they were preparing for a run game.
Yes.
I mean, we've seen that even when anybody was trying to run, they were prepared for that.
They were.
They weren't. It didn't seem. And again, you said Jalen was on fire finding these kids getting open.
Yeah.
I mean, all over the field. Whether it was who he was, you know, passing the ball to, even on the opposite side of the field, kids getting open, but they weren't ready for that.
No,
they were not ready for the passing game.
They weren't. And that's at halftime. The coaches were like, we can continue to throw a little bit on them, and I'm like, okay, well, we will. And Jalen, I just can't say enough about him.
Yeah.
And our guys getting open, running decent routes, getting open, and doing something that we don't do a lot of, and that was pass the football.
But how promising is that for you? I mean, it gives you some different options now, because now that confidence is there, and even if you might not complete that pass, that confidence is still there because you remember. I mean, you just keep throwing the ball and doing that, so that opens up a broad horizon for the team.
It does.
I mean, from just not us being known or your team being known as, you know, smash mouth running with Corbin Johnson, but you're able to pass the ball, and that's but such a great. You stated it, but just such a great, exciting night for the seniors here, man, and all of them. You know, we don't get to mention his name a lot. I mean, he's in a little bit, but Gavin Maurer.
Yeah, Maurer had to pick right
had to
there,
pick
yeah.
at the end. I mean, he had great had 2 or 3, 4 great tackles. Some that he assisted with.
Yeah.
I mean, all around the whole team, these kids were just stepping up.
They were.
Every single one. Didn't matter who you had.
And another one that you don't probably say his name a whole lot, but came up with a couple of big pass defensive plays. Campbell Johanningman.
Yes. Yep.
He had a couple that was like bingo, you know.
He broke them up,
so,
yeah.
you know, and that's the thing. We just ask kids to keep doing their job. Sometimes you get the limelight for the things you do. Other times you go all season and nobody really knows what you do. But, you know, Gavin stepped up and got that. Campbell stepped up and got that. We had kids stepping up left and right to fill in, you know, for Corbin and you know, just all around. I can't be more proud of our guys. And there was a few times where we were starting to slip back into our ways a little bit with some, you know, we were getting a little mouthy out there and things like that. And we're getting a little chippy. But, you know, we just keep beating in their heads. You know, things like that are going to happen. What kind of team do we want to be? Do we want to be that team that retaliates back, and then next thing you know, we had a lot of flags tonight.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which, the people who talked a little bit about that, that's exactly what we said. And here's the thing.
They were all of them the one on the other side.
Exactly. And the other thing was, I mean, there was a lot of plays up here where Toby Bishop, there's no way. I mean, watching this kid play all year, he's getting held, I mean, a ton there in front of him. But his body twisted and turned, and that's what I told Zach at one point. I'm like, okay, you know something's not right when that kid's getting almost turned on his side. I mean, he's a strong physical kid. The last play where Gavin had Maurer had the interception.
Yeah.
I mean, he forced he blocked that kid all the way to the quarterback to where the quarterback just had to throw it and launch it up, and it helped make that play a little easier for Gavin too. Not taking away from his interception, but help make that easier. And those are big plays, but that's where everybody as a team working together on the defensive line, and it's great. It's exciting.
But, you know, defensively, I'm super proud of our guys because, I don't know, they were – how many times were they down within inside their 30-yard line or something? Many going both directions.
Yep.
We just kept stepping up. And then Owen got the huge
pick.
How far was that? About 80 yards?
81 yards. And we were talking about that is even, and we were sitting there as we were calling it, if the quarterback, we knew if he could get past that quarterback, but even when he did, Coach, I mean, he was still at the 40-yard line past the quarterback, and Zach even said it. It's almost like he hit fifth gear even more. He was looking for 6, and he was going to shift it in there. Nobody was going to stop him.
He runs a 10-9 and the 100 in the track season. So you get him out on there. There's not too many teams we play that are probably going to have somebody that can catch him. So, but I'm proud of our guys, and oh man.
Well, you know, and if they can keep this momentum going next week into Milan with what we've seen tonight, we get Corbin back healthy, get him able to play. It's going to be huge. That momentum going into sectional.
It is, and you know we got a tough test next week.
Yep,
we're really going to find out who we are next week.
Yep,
Milan, they're Milan.
Yeah,
they're good every year, and then we finish with Dayton Christian, which we don't know really anything about, and you know the sectional draw is a week from Sunday. So. You know, I feel like we've got some momentum. I feel like our guys' heads are in the right spot right now, and we'll see.
And maybe hopefully too with the sectional we might get a home game and host one. Man, that's what me and Zach was talking about. That'd be great. I know it'd be great though.
I did some research today on that Dayton Christian. I looked at their max preps. They're 3-3.
Okay.
But the 3 games they played, I think they won like 42-7. But the ones that they have lost, I think, were like blowouts. So they're kind of like a up
and down team.
Yep. And you know, being from Ohio, that far away, it's hard to say because no common opponent. It's nothing.
Yeah.
All you go is
and that's like Switzerland County. You know, the only one they got beat by Milan. They beat Edinburgh. So the 2 teams that we're going to play next week, Milan, but with Edinburgh that we played. The other wins that they've had are 3 schools from Kentucky.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's what me and Zach was talking about. They're 4-2 coming into the night, but that don't take away. You don't know what they're playing there because we don't focus on schools in Kentucky. You know what I mean? But when they play those schools, we don't know, just like us going to Dayton and playing this school.
Yeah.
You don't know. You don't know the toughness that they play in the schedule. So it's exciting, man. We're excited. And but great win tonight, Coach. You guys did a phenomenal job coaching staff as well as the team. The boys put the effort in. You guys, I can't say enough. It was a fun game to watch. Yeah. It really was because we don't get to see a lot of passing games like we saw tonight. and I don't mean that anything bad, even with South Carolina. But even in high school, really, you very rarely do you see a team unless you're going up north of Indy.
Yeah.
The bigger schools. Did you see a lot of passing like that? But man, that was fun tonight.
Yep,
it really
it
was a
was.
fun game. And every kid, there was not just one kid that we could sit here. Some that had better games than they've had in the past, but not one kid tonight, man, that you had out there on that field didn't give it their all and didn't play their hearts out.
It was definitely
a
total
team effort
tonight.
Yep. But anyway, so Coach, thank you so much for your time. I don't know about next week. Cell service is tough in Milan, and that's one of them things that I'll be honest, I don't know if we're going to be able to broadcast that game. So those of you at home that are listening, not sure if we'll be able to bring that one. Still not sure about Dayton. I mean, that's we'll see.
Jim.
We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, nevertheless, man, great season, great home record. Like you said, 6-1 overall, 5-0 at home. Man, that's big. That's huge. So, and promising stuff looking. South Decatur, even as they go up. Yeah, you lose. 7, 8 seniors?
10.
10. Okay,
10.
I'm sorry, 10. That's right, because we missed 2 when you were naming them off.
That's
We
right,
realized that. We
Yep.
named 8. So 10 seniors. But also the good part about that is we still got kids that's going to be moving up. Hopefully stay with it.
Yes.
So it's exciting, just exciting. So any of you that hasn't got to see out south, again, this was the last home game, but they do play in Milan, play in Dayton the following week, and then the sectional draw we'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we have a home game. And if we do, I encourage everyone out there listening, please come out, support South Decatur football program. Come out and support this team. They're fun to watch.
Yep.
They really are fun to watch. But, Coach, thank you for your time. I appreciate it as always.
I appreciate it.
And you have a good evening, sir.
All right, you too. Have a good
All right.
weekend.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
You as well.
Mhm.
All right, that was Coach Martin for the South Decatur Cougars joining us tonight. Again, pretty much summed it all up, what we talked about.
Yep.
I mean, we talked about all night, so
Yep.
summed it all up. But a great game tonight. I encourage you, if you tuned in towards the end or something, go back and watch it. Great game to watch. So, again, for Zach Little and Jim Wall, South Decatur comes out tonight with a 27-7 victory over Switzerland County Pacers. Thank you all.